Welcome back, everybody, for that short little break. I hope you went and got a drink, maybe ran to the restroom, because we have an entire another group about to go live. But I am joined by two brand new casters here for today. Jeepo, hello, how are you, sir? Go ahead and tell everybody about you.
Well. Yeah, thanks, Bunny. Very well, thank you. Just enjoying the absolute mess of TARKOV Twitter and Reddit these days and what's going on in the world, but we're here for Evasion, so a little bit of calm in the middle of the storm. My name is Jeepo, everyone. I'm a UK-based streamer, mostly playing Escape from Tarkov. I like to play the game a little bit slower, the more tactical bend, which is how I like to think the BSG want us to play this game, though who actually knows anymore? You can find me on Twitter. Details right here, Jeepo TV. Find me on Twitch, where I stream at about 6 p.m. every day in the UK, and also on YouTube, where I have some keybind videos and money-making guides, things like that. Nice to be here.
Awesome. Again. And welcome another one of our new casters here at Evasion. Raincloud Puffs absolutely slays out on Tarkov. Enjoy hanging out there. Raincloud, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, and welcome to the team.
Hey guys, my name is Rain. I've been playing Tarkov for just over a year now. I just love the community and everything, and it's so awesome to be a part of this and see how the competitors handle today. I'm so grateful to be a part of it.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, we are happy to have you here. Where can people find you?
Over on Twitch at Raincloud Puffs.
Awesome. Well, with that being said, welcome. We three of us have a very exciting group to watch, because if this group is going to put on any kind of show like we just saw with the last one, where it came down to the very last raid about who moved on, I expect it from this group. These guys will be slaying out. Let's take a look at our EU solo battles. Exactly who's going to be competing today, because there is an entire new group. We're going to have Instaty, the man, the myth, the pizza legend himself. Absolutely slays in every single competition he is in. Also, fellow Evasion member. He's one of the part of Team Evasion, Hayes. Then we've got 7 Even Cloud. We've got Deanie, I believe it's Deanie97. C Goes, Annex 2K, Boulder Live, Try It Again. Is that Dim TV, I believe, and Venom EU. If I said any of your names incorrectly, I apologize. I'm American, so I get an excuse for it. That's how it works here. But we are going to go right back through the entire rotation that we just did. We'll give you a refresher for anybody that's new and may have missed one of the earlier rounds. We'll make sure to tell you guys exactly what will be happening as we get ready for our next map. And that is going to be the good old Labs heist. We love it. It's entertaining. And it honestly, for NA, kind of set the tone for a lot of the competition. A little different in EU. They played it much slower. But what is going to be happening is all of our competitors will be going into labs, and they are tasked with killing raiders and PMCs in their way. But they are also looting, because every 70k worth of loot will be plus 2 extra points, which is 20k more than the NA guys had. And the raider spawns are increased. Remember, they can take any loadout that they want. They have Reapers, but no Reaps, no Flurs, no T7s for any of our maps. So they are not allowed any of this. If you guys want to follow along and figure out exactly what they're doing on each map, you can head over to the Evasion website. We have a list of all of the rules over there. And this has been an interesting one. I was not expecting it to play out as slow as it did for our EU folks, but it did a little bit. Jeepo, what do you think from these EU boys in this group? Are they gonna be playing it slow, or are they gonna be a little bit faster and maybe a little more kill oriented?
Yeah, it's a great question. I'm obviously over here hanging off the side of Europe in the UK, and we're lucky enough that we get to play in both European servers and in North American servers. There's definitely a difference when you play on one set or the other in how the maps work out, how the PMCs act. That being said, I know some of the guys that are playing here. I know instantly he's an absolute giga chad. Man is just insane. We know Hayes, we know Venom. There's quite a lot of these guys who I've seen before, I'm very familiar with. A couple of new competitors, which is always great to see. I think we're going to see some big kill raids here. I don't think these guys are the type to sit back and focus just on the loot. We saw in the NA competition last week that this labs raid can be the catalyst for you getting right through to the finals. We saw people get 50, 60 points in one raid, and that was enough to see them through, even if they got unlucky in the rest. So I expect these boys and girls to go out swinging, to be honest, Bunny.
They really will. Now, Rain, are you a labs player, or do you kind of stay away from labs?
I like going, but I definitely am not always comfortable with all of the callouts still, so it's something that I usually go with friends. It'll be really interesting to see how they handle the raiders, especially at a higher spawn. I'm excited to see how they handle that.
Now, let me ask you this: would you be going a little bit more up into the middle, or would you be staying around the outside, maybe playing a little bit slower, going for the loot route instead of the murder route?
I'd probably be going for loot first, just to ensure that and see who I could run into and see if I can catch any raiders. I typically like to play more on the outskirts and kind of sniping from there, but definitely for a competition, you have to be more aggressive. So I don't know, depending on how many points you want to try and start off with, you might want to push it a little bit harder.
Yeah, and that's honestly, that's a great way to go kind of about it is you know, I think we've seen a lot from this competition where the people who play a little bit more tactical, a little bit slower paced, a little bit methodical when they move through the map are the ones that seem to be moving up every single time during this competition. The people who are a lot more aggressive and a lot more shift W, while they still put up a lot of kills on the board, they're not surviving as much because every single person that they run into in this competition is a competitor. There are no other people. This is private servers. So your competitors that are playing a little bit more tactically are going to have to drop more than the people shifting around. So it's been interesting to see and to note exactly what every competitor is doing. But chat, I want to go ahead and once again thank our sponsor, Stints Built PCs. Guys, they are amazing. They put so many great PCs together. They've done it for a lot of different organizations as well as Tarkov streamers such as Gingy. I think the Lion also. A couple of different people have picked up some PCs. Make sure you check out Stints Built PCs if you need a PC, and they ship to the EU. So that is always awesome. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and once again plug all of our socials. If you need to keep up to date with any of the information here happening at Evasion, head over to Evasion_GG on Twitter. That is where we keep you up to date about all of the events, any changes that may be happening, anytime that there are signups, or, you know, just kind of asking the community questions, trying to keep our thumb on the pulse and seeing exactly where everybody is at. You can also find us on Instagram, Evasion_GG, and TikTok for all of those great little shorts. Also, you can find all of the VODs over on Evasion_GG on YouTube. So that way, if you want to watch the competition back, maybe learn a little bit, you can find those there. I believe everybody is in the server. They are getting ready to launch. They have bought the gear that they are running. And that's the other thing. I'm curious, Jeepo. What are we expecting? What are we expecting to see? Because I was sad, no SVDSs from that first group.
Yeah, I was looking forward to seeing if anybody was going to rock an SVD. Look, we still have time today. We've time tomorrow to see if anybody decides to be brave, be a Chad. That being said, I'll be pretty stoked if I see some G28s in the mix as well. We had a really, really nice mix of weapons last week. We had SVDs, MDRs, mutants, G28s, a lot of 308 NATO, I think, seems to be the hit to use the meta word, but that does seem to be what we're seeing, and I'll expect to see more of that tonight.
Yeah. You know, Rain, what about you? Are you going to go 7.62 if you were in this competition? You using BP mutant? What are you running?
Oh, definitely the G28. That has been by far my favorite gun this wipe. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, G28 for me, it's gone like I've been a huge fan. I go RFB, SR25, then it's either G28 or RSAS for me. Like those are the best. What
you were
Jeepo,
doing
what is this
so
look?
well until you got to the peasant MDR, otherwise known as the RFB. Can we just drop the whole "that's a good gun" idea, please? Chat, help me out here.
Do not
Help
talk
me out
bad
here.
about the RFB.
It's like running
Jigo.
M80
Just
ammo.
because you can't hit your shots with it doesn't make it a bad gun. All right. But with that being said, I'm going to throw it over to you two as we jump into this labs competition and get into what the people really want to see with Insta-T. Take it away.
Right, here we are joining Instant-T. Now, this man is one of the Evasion team members as well. We got a couple of them in today. We also have Hayes. He is a bit of a labs main and an absolute gigachat. I actually got introduced to him in last season's Evasion that we had going on around Christmas, and this man scared me. He killed Tagilla with a melee weapon. That was a very I've never seen Bunny so hoarse. After hosting it all, Rain. I don't know if you caught that one.
So great. So funny. I loved watching that. It's great.
So we're going to be paying some special attention here and see what the strategy is. Already we have tried again looking down through these tiny little gaps between the doors and the underground. This is a nasty, nasty spot. Now, one of the things I've talked a little bit about, there is a poll up, by the way, chat. RFB, good or bad? There's only one obvious answer. One of the things I have talked about here that we do see the difference between the NA servers and the European servers is the tactical way that people tend to move. There's going to be less sort of sprinting around generally in European servers, people holding more angles, people sort of using their ears more, things like that. So this will be really interesting to see if people are going to focus on trying to kill each other from smart little angles, or if they're just going to giga chad this out. Can't wait to see how this goes. He's already spotted some prey here. Jumping over to Annex 2K as well. Time for me to get my vote in here. Oof.
Oh, he almost hurt himself with that nade there.
Listen, we've all been there, all right? I don't want to
Oh,
talk
yes.
about it, but we've
I've
all
got
been
some
there.
great clips from that.
It looks like these guys are pushing down this hallway towards each other. D3 MTV falling back a little bit. I wonder if he's got someone behind him as well. Annex might pre-fire the boxes. There is a chance that he can get that penetration through those boxes to hit D3. Decides not to. D3 now with a nasty angle here. Oh, we caught in the open. Oh, and he goes down. That was a really, really interesting thing for D3 MTV to do there. I'm wondering what your take is on that, Rain, but that was I'm not sure that was the smartest push. I think he was well baited there by Annex.
Yeah, I'm not sure. And he had the left-hand peek, too. I'm surprised he ran back.
Yeah, interesting one. Very, very unlucky. He nearly made it back into cover, was rocking that Gazelle, which we're going to see a lot of tonight, I suspect, as well. But great kill by Annex, grabbed the dog tags as well. Now, bearing in mind, my understanding of this is that the loot they collect must be found in raid, so grabbing another competitor's gear won't count as loot,
Oh, okay.
but of course it counts as gear you can use, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Picking up a couple of rogue kills here. These guys are not to be messed with. We saw them absolutely massacre some of our competitors last week. I think it was Trey was on here and got murdered by just a gang of these scavs. So you do have to be careful right now. These raiders are not to be messed with too much.
Especially when they're moving in a pack, you get hit by a couple at a time and you don't have a spot for cover. It can be really rough with them.
Oh, absolutely. Good loot, though. As you can see, picking up some suppressors, picking up some pistols for your empty pistol slots, picking up everything you can, trying to get to that 70k loot modifier to secure those points that you can grab. Mm-hmm. Someone's mouse is extra clicky. I find it very therapeutic, though, Dr. Geo.
Gamer ASMR.
Gamer ASMR, there you go. Jumping over to C, and in the bottom we do have Venom EU as well. He seems to be right below C, and I think C's unaware of his presence right here. This could get spicy. This man's just busy minding his own business and grabbing some loot.
Yeah, it's interesting to have the loot worked into it because you're worried about getting those high tier items so that you can get to the 70,000, but you're also in higher looted areas. You're running into other players. Definitely setting people up.
Fuck!
Great kill by Venom. Great kill by Venom. As we sort of expected there, it looked like he was aware of C's presence, so he just waited really, really nicely as we jump over to Ghost here, taking out Buldra live as well. Wow, it is all kicking off. I guess that answers Bunny's earlier question about the PvP on Labs tonight. Rocking that SR-25 as well.
Сколько ты прожил?
So lots and lots of kills already here happening. Grabbing some loot as we jump over to Hayes, and Hayes again is one of our Team Evasion team members. In fact, you can see his jersey hanging proudly behind him on the back. Very disappointed he didn't opt for number 69, but he did get number 8 in the roster, which is pretty solid. As we join him on the big screen here.
We're kind of trapped here. I can't pick that.
Yeah, he is sandwiched between Seven and another player right now. We'll just get confirmation on who that is. He's in a bit of a pickle here.
Trying to pre-fire it. Closing doors, man.
And I love watching Hayes and listening to him because he breaks down his gameplay. He's even doing it right now while competing, thinking about the angles he can take and the movement he's going to make. Very, very experienced Tarkov player.
This is bad.
It's not good. Oh, here we go.
You can't see a thing there.
He does have the advantage of an LVPO optic. LPVO optic here, whereas Seven looks like he's only got a red dot, so he's not going to see him at range so much. That could be a factor. I don't know about you, Rain, but do you like to bring scopes, optics into labs, or are you a red dot type of player?
For labs, I tend to go a little bit more red dot, but in general, I definitely am more long range. So when I can get away with the scope, I usually bring it. So now that they're trying to get some distance between themselves and the other players, I think it is a good play to at least have something or like a delta point on top of a razor that you could try and do the best of both worlds.
Yeah, that delta point's a personal favorite of mine as well. It's a good shout. So Venom here, still playing the server room. For those of you that always moan that Tarkov doesn't have enough servers, are you blind? But he is holding this angle. I actually quite like this spot in labs because the audio in here is really interesting. You can hear people move around on the metal. You have the ability to move straight down the hallways towards black if somebody goes there. You can move backwards towards the loading bay if people are in there as well. You can move kitchens if you need to. It's kind of like a central point on the map that allows you to control an area, which I'm not sure a lot of people think in terms of that when they're playing Tarkov, but map and area control could really help you rack up some kills as people sort of transition around you. And that mutant, I wonder if he's heard something down here. As I said, it's very easy to move around this area.
Yeah, he's definitely being cautious about something.
Venom's a very, very good player, so if he's being cautious, there's probably a reason for it here. Definitely doesn't have enough grenades on him. I agree with you in chat there, Domo. I feel like he's got at least 8 open slots. I'm disappointed. We'll give serious consideration to not allowing him to compete next time, I think, based on this. And as much as I joke, all of our competitors in this European final this weekend are here on merit. Every single one of them had to qualify. Keep an eye out on the Evasion Twitter.
He's over to my left.
You guys want to see when the qualifications open up
I'm
in
trying to
future.
figure
And I
out-
believe, keep me right here, but
Apples
OCE
as well.
qualification is underway as we speak.
Mate, this is why I don't play labs, boys. My heart is pumping out my chest.
Same, I agree.
This is not good. I'm having.
And this is his very first raid of
having
the
a heart
day.
attack,
Wait till he gets towards the end of this competition. He's really going to be having problems.
How many points is extract?
3.
Here and they're asking his battle mod a question. Great stuff. Battle mod's huge fans as we jump to Dini here, picking up all of that loot off these raiders that he wrecked. Rocking that Arsas as well. You'd love to see it. We saw some Arsas's put some serious work in last week. Now, I think if this was me, Rain, again, I'm not a labs man. There's a reason I'm on this side of the camera. I'm not competing. I think I'd be grabbing just as much gear as I could here and thinking about the survival. I'm not a labs man at all. I'd want to get off this map, chill out, watch my competitors compete, and just get that survival out of the way. That's what I think would be the play. As we join Hayes and Instanty, both Evasion team members. Guys, a quick shout about Instanty. Firstly, rocking that
Upstairs.
G28. You love to see it.
Oh yeah.
Also, he tested positive for COVID today, but still wanted to compete. What a trooper. So let's get some love in the chat for Instanty as well, if we can,
Major
guys.
props.
Start taking some risks, chat.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah, I'd probably be the same. Labs is just such a different map compared to every other map in Tarkov. And I'm not even saying it's a bad thing. It's just the audio is different. If you're not really comfortable on it, you can definitely think people are coming from a different way than they actually are. So, and then also wondering where
Yeah.
the raiders are going to come running up from.
Well, exactly. We've seen raiders come from very unorthodox areas in this private server. It's almost like Nikita's playing with people a little bit. And these guys do have the advantage of having watched last week's tournament. They can see what strategies work, what strategies don't. It's not surprising to me at all that the guys are playing a little bit more tactically here, because there is, of course, $3,000 and a place in our final on the line here. So it makes sense that they're all focusing on surviving. This labs raid has historically been exceptionally important in this competition.
There's just so many points up for grabs. So I don't know. You want to get out to secure the ones you have, but you also have seen other competitions, especially the NA, where people just racked up so many and it put them in such a big lead.
I feel like what's going to happen here, Rain, is somebody's going to kill someone else, and then everything's going to go straight to 11. That's what I'm feeling's about to happen, and I hope I'm right. But I want to see how many points these guys can rack up. If they all get a lot of points, it's going to make it exceptionally interesting as this competition goes on. And
Yeah, and they're all
just
set up
to
in a position to just collapse on each other. Sorry.
Yeah, no, they absolutely are. That's why I'm thinking as goes actually makes the smart play and gets out alive. I like that. This is going to make it interesting. We do have a link to the leaderboard in chat, and the chat we're also asking, is VoIP on? Yes, indeed, VoIP is on, and there are no rules with VoIP, so you can, of course, talk to your competitors. Bear in mind, though, this is private servers. Everybody you talk to is competing for the same prize you are.
Mm-hmm. All right, just
Onyx.
real quick while we have a second, Jeepo, if you guys are Italian or Polish and you need the translations and you want to listen to it in your native language, we do have 2 channels going. Utopia Gaming here on Twitch and SQBunny_YouTube. Go ahead and check them out. Back to you.
Thank you, Bunny.
I reckon a few have already
As
gone.
Hayes is moving out of this gym area here, and he's moving. Oh, he might be about to run into Annex, who's bound to hear him coming. Oh,
Oh, what an angle.
Got one.
oh my God, Hayes, GG.
Nice.
Wow. Well, I did not expect him to pull that back, Rain. That was great reactions to just dive into the cover in the corner.
Yeah.
GG has great kill from him as we open up Venom in the bottom right-hand corner as well. Now, he heard that fight happen, and he sees the chaos. There's a lot of bodies down here. Is he going to sneak up on his as he tries to loot? Doesn't have an optic, but that red dot at this range is not a problem. Oh, Hez is going to be making a hell of a lot of noise on the wood.
Prone right there, I think.
He saw him, maybe.
Dead. Nice.
Oh
Oh!
wow.
Easy.
That shot.
I did not expect it to go that way. I genuinely thought Hayes was in a world of trouble there. And again, I'm going to say that was the scope doing
I
the
don't know what
work.
it's done, do I? I've not got max strength.
Great stuff.
Just leave it.
A little twofer for Hayes. Look at that. Grabbing those dog tags as well. If it's me, 9 minutes on the clock, it is red. I'm grabbing those dog tags, grabbing that loot, and I'm dipping.
Так, устанавливаем. Короче, 9 минут осталось. Лута так себе, блять, там очень мало. Я поинтов очень мало получу за это. У меня рейдеров не прокнуло нихуя на джизе.
Oh, Venom in the chat. GG's, bro. Bring a scope next time.
Oh my
Unlucky, dude. Unlucky.
He slapped me into next week. Oh.
А чё ты там, братан, будешь вылазить?
We were convinced you were going to hear him first, Venom. I think you did at the last second because I saw you peeked looking for him, but it was too late, unfortunately. Next up, we got 7 Cloud here, and Deanie in a very nice position here to just dominate the top of this loading bay
А, это он ушел, да?
with the R sauce. I don't know if they're going to see each other here. 7 Cloud being very, very cautious. Oh, Deanie. He just doesn't time it right.
Решил на сороковках побегать. Так чисто подразряжаю чуть-чуть.
I think that was PS ammo. My Russian's a little rusty, but I'm convinced that was PS ammo in those magazines. I might be wrong. I've been wrong before.
Это рейдеры.
One time. It's on the internet forever.
We're definitely dwindling down on active players. I believe there's 3 or 4 people alive still. So it'll be interesting as they're working their way to extract how, if anyone else is going to run into anyone.
Indeed, it has been interesting, this labs raid. So what we're seeing here is there is a lot of PvP. There is only 4 players left. None of them have been killed by raiders. They've all killed each other, but it is very tactical how they're moving around the map. They're not sprint, shift, Wing, sprinting at each other. They're sort of picking angles, picking spots, waiting, being very, very patient with their kills. It is BP. Thank you so much, Side Loss, for the update on that. As I say, my Acrylic is not so good. I can barely speak English sometimes. But we are seeing lots of PvP, which is exactly what we're here for.
Yeah, it's so great. No one's
Watch.
gone down to a raider. It's really cool to
Well,
see
you
just
say
all
that.
these people taking each other on. I'm jinxing everybody.
I kind of,
Throwing it out
yeah.
there.
Be careful.
Need some space.
First time casting, the caster jinx is very real.
I'm sorry.
I quite like seeing a little bit of spice with the raiders. I'm not gonna lie.
Nothing else found in raid? No.
You hear him there just saying nothing else is found in raid because only the found in raid gear that he brings out will count towards that 70k. Every 70k gets him points, and it's all about points in this labs raid. He's in a very strong position now. He's got a couple of kills, got a couple of dog tags, near an extract. With only 6 minutes left. Surviving is key here.
I believe Go's made it out with 26 points too, which is another strong. It's going to be interesting to see who holds the first place at the end of this.
Yeah, it really, really is. And of course, you can get the scoreboards chat if you are interested in watching the scoreboards. You can go to escapefromtarkov.com/evasion, and you'll see the scoreboards there where Battlestate Games are not only putting up prize money and letting us play on private servers that they've created for us, they're also giving us
Dead guy there as
a
well.
nice updated scoreboard. Thank you, Garland. He's being very cautious here, checking his angles, closing the doors. In the North American region last week in the final, we saw, I think it was about 4 dead bodies in this area in the final.
Oh,
On the Sunday, there was a huge amount of
Рейдеры на
PvP,
кухне,
so
я бы
he's
их
just
убил,
being
но
very,
лучше не
very
говорят
cautious.
съебаться оттуда, потому что там чел где-то ходит. А может я их заманю сюда, кстати? А ну, давай, ладно.
And he drops the gun because he wants possibly to pick up a found in raid gun off a raider, which will count towards his points tally. Join 7 Cloud on the big screen here.
what a great name. I'm a little biased.
Друзья, надо по съябам давить.
I don't know about you, Rain, but it does make me a little bit nervous to see Dini with this pile of loot picking through it so close to an extract.
I know. I definitely would just take my points and run.
Вошку.
I think he's listened to you there. He's just decided, you know what, enough's enough, I am out.
Кто это?
Right, good extract from him as we join 7 Cloud. I think these are the last 2 competitors in the raid right now. Ooh,
Ой, все плохо.
Last
this
minute.
ain't over yet. Oh, shotgun. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh man, that is that is scary. I mean, Rain, what's your least favorite type of scav, and why is it a shotgun scav?
Сейчас наскидываю лута с
Oh,
них,
it's
заберу.
always the shotgun scav. Just laser beams from anywhere. It's insane.
Yeah, and you just catch one little bit of shrapnel in the head, and it's GG's for you, unfortunately. Very lucky there, 7 Cloud. That, well, I say lucky, very skillful from him. If that was me, I'm pretty certain I would have been very, very dead.
Что тут? А ну.
2 minutes on the timer. He just wants to get that elevator and get out of there.
I hope we don't get another MIA.
It is getting a little bit close. Of course, interestingly, last week we did see quite a number of them, and then just as we were talking, watching the final of the previous leg, we did see an MIA in that final raid today, didn't we, Rain? Which had quite an impact.
Heartbreaking.
Very much so. Okay, and I think both our guys here, surely they're not gonna do this. They're not gonna hurt me by waiting to the last second, are they?
Keeping us at the edge of our seats here.
Yes, Pat in chat reminding me that Vepr Hunter scavs with M61 exist. That is something I had blocked out of my consciousness. Thank you for that. I'm just glad that scavs with Vogs are pretty rare these days. I remember those good old times. As both our competitors leave labs. Excellent stuff.
Well, that Match started out very strong, got a little bit grindy in the middle, and then Hayes decided to murder 2 people extremely fast, and then it became a lot more of a loot fest, kind of what we expected here in this competition. I see like as we continue to go on and I get to watch more of the EU competition, EU folks are a little bit slower and a little bit methodical in their movement when they're playing versus the NA folks who are a little bit more what's the word, shift W-y. I would say. Jeepo, would you agree with that?
I think so. I would put it in a way that it's not a negative thing at all. I just think that the EU players have had a week to watch back all the VODs or catch it live. They've had time to look at the strategies that work, and they've understood that this first map on Labs is very important to survive on and to play it a little bit slower, get the drop on people, get as much loot as they can. So yeah, I would be a little bit more diplomatic than you, Bunny, but yeah, I'll go with that.
I mean, I don't like to sugarcoat it, but I like what Jim says in the chat. Cowboy-esque. We Americans have a tendency to be cowboy-esque. Rain, what was your takeaway? What did you enjoy about that match?
It was really great. It's just so interesting to have the servers be private and know that you're going against people that are very skilled and deserve to be there just like yourself, and to see them battle it out on Labs is just a really cool thing. And nobody died to a raider. I didn't jinx anything.
Yep, there you go. There you go. Nobody dying to the Raiders. No jinxes going around. Well, let's take a look at our standings here, see exactly how everything unfolds. And it's going to be Goes jumping early into that lead with 26 points, Dini with 21, and Hayes not far behind with 17. But 4th place, extremely close to Hayes in that striking distance with 7 Cloud. Just ready to just hop into the top 3, because remember, the top 3 are moving on to Sunday's championship, where they will be vying for that prize money. Everybody wants a shot at it. Everybody wants a little chunk of that change. I know I would. As a caster, they only feed us in table scraps here. Please, if you win, we're rooting for you. Remember that. Whoever wins, we're rooting for you. You can, always give some to your favorite casters. We love you. Whoever wins. Whoever. I think that covers everybody, right? That gives us a little bit.
I think you did us proud there, Bunny. Well done.
But with that being said, we have an entire another competition to get into right away. And that is going to be on one of my favorite maps, Interchange. Interchange, oh man. I love this map. I hate this map. I love this map. It is one of those maps that you either really, really enjoy it or you don't. But our competitors will be going to it regardless of how they feel about it, searching for computer parts, because remember, they are shopping for a LAN party. They're trying to get all their friends over like back in the day, maybe doing a little bit of CSGO or TARKOV LAN. Wink, wink. Would be awesome. PFCs are tasked with collecting enough items to build a PC and extracting with the parts. Extra points awarded for finding bonus PC parts. Multiple PC parts may be collected. Points for killing scavs, PMCs, and Killa. Remember, any loadout that they want, but no T7s, Fleurs, Reaps. Scavs are 1 point, PMCs are 1 point. Dog tags on extract will be 2 points. Extracts will be 3 points. 1 PC part, or 1 point per PC part, and 3 for the bonus PC parts. And remember, they can grab multiples of these. Now, something to note is I feel like a lot of our competitors don't know how to build a PC because they keep leaving parts out of the PC. But Rain, tell me, what would be your strategy on this map? What would be your route?
Interchange is my main, so this is definitely the one I'm most excited for. You know that you can push the back offices and go over by secret and look for the computers in there. It'll be interesting because I know that a lot of people will push that, and it's obviously a smaller area for them to have fights in and all that. So it'll be really interesting. I'm hoping we get some battles out in like secret or the back offices.
Exactly. Now, Jeepo, are you still going 308 MTR? I know how much you love that in tournaments. You've never had any issues with that weapon ever in a tournament. Is that what you're going to do with 308 if this was you, or are you going with something a little different?
Listen, I'm not allowed to talk about the broken keyboard incident with the 308 MDR, okay? There was no bugs. There's no bugs in Tarkov. No, I probably would run a 308 MDR or maybe an SR25 in here. Interchange is a huge map. There's so much potential for flanks and things, but because of the rule set, the idea here is to put a lot of players in a small area. So I would like the full auto with 308 MDR. For those of the guys that don't know how to build a PC, check out Stints on Twitch. He builds PCs, and you'll know to pick up those bonus PC parts like SSD drives, GPUs, LCDs. Don't leave those points behind. Being quite interesting for me, Bunny, because last week in the NA finals, all those secret areas around the offices were just absolute thunderdomes of death. Today, it seems like the European players have paid attention, they've watched, and they're focusing on surviving a little bit more. So the point score so far has been lower at the start of the competition and then is ramping up as we get further into these maps. So I'm hoping to see a spicy interchange here. You know, to take your quote, either you love interchange or you're wrong. It's the best map.
It truly is one of the best maps. And with the scores being where they are, I think a lot of the competitors are going to be emphasizing survival even over looting. I mean, it's so important. We have specified and we have seen, especially through NA, how important surviving is over getting kills, over looting sometimes. So it is very, very nice to see our competitors realizing that and disengaging from a lot of fights. Now, I am curious as if we're going to get maybe some of the folks that are a little bit further behind, if they are going to be a little bit more brazen and a little bit, you know, more willing to put themselves into danger. Maybe we'll see some people run up to Tech Light. That's been like, that is a place that a lot of competitors have stayed away from. Tech Light has been one of those locations that, besides, I think, what, Gingy during NA, I've seen no competitors go up there to try to get those bonus points, to try to get those bonus loot. Rain, what do you think? Do you go towards Tech Light or do you say, no, I'm good?
I mean, after watching the competition and seeing how other players were handling it, I think I might actually push Tech Light. I wouldn't normally, because I would think a lot of people would run there, but because I guess everyone else is thinking the same thing, it might be a free area to get a GPU or at least a couple of the parts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean that is one of the biggest things is because realistically, interchange is very Goshen sided. You know what I mean? Ollie sided, strong. It's not idea strong when it comes to searching. But a lot of people, because of what this is, there are a lot of computers over there that people don't know about. There's I think there's 3 computers upstairs in the travel agencies, you know, on the second floor of, you know, on that idea side. A lot of people don't do that. So it'll be very interesting to see as we get ready to jump in with our competitors. We're going straight in with goes. Ladies and gentlemen, take it away for me, please.
Thank you, Bunny. Yeah, this is an interesting spawn. Not one I would really enjoy right here because you have competitors along the blue wall on your left and the right. So he's kind of stuck a little bit out on this back fence, but he can use it to his advantage to try and kill anyone running up this back ramp. As we join Hayes under attack already, this area, I don't know. What do you think, Rain? I've been finding it very difficult sometimes to even get into the shopping center when the Chads are playing. What about you? What's your experience on interchange at the moment?
Yeah, I feel like you have to hit that sweet spot. Either you're going to run in and try and get there quickly and hopefully pass the people that are looking to get a snipe off on you, or you hang back for a second and see if you can see them first. I mean, thankfully, you're able to know where those spawns are outside. You know which one will come from your left and your right. And then you just have to make the decision if you want to push in first or
We can get any
be on the
information
back
here.
end of it.
I'll be
I
alright.
think I would try and get in,
This could be
honestly,
a long
and
fight. I
just
got a
see
really
how
bad
fast
spawn,
I
though.
could
It's
get
a
to at
really
least
shit
some of
spawn,
the
so-
PC parts.
Yeah, and these guys all know this map so well. I think they're sort of blocking those routes of entry right now. Looks like Hayes about to take a nade here from Try It Again.
I'm waiting for him to peek this.
This is a great. I love this angle from Hayes. This is beautiful.
Oh, he's pushing
spot,
hard.
especially if
He's
you think
pushing
he's gonna
hard.
push.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That is a
Actually.
filthy angle right there. Hayes knows this map very well. Has released multiple videos and routes of looting on here, but I've actually never used that little spot under the bridge before. That's added to my repertoire. Tried again is being very aggressive. Meanwhile, we're jumping inside here to Dini in the offices, straight into those offices. This is going to be a hot spot. We saw a lot of kills in here last week.
Yep, and here's that close quarter I was talking about. There's a couple angles they can come from, and everyone wants to push it for the PC part. So hopefully we get some spice over here.
I feel like there's spice incoming here. Just looking at Venom's camera in that bottom right-hand corner, he is just no brakes, pushing straight towards that office where Dini is already situated. Let's see if he's paying enough attention to hear him coming. It looks like he is. I love seeing Venom close the door. Big fan of doing that on interchange. Oh, he's walking right up to this door, though.
Oh!
You're joking me. No. Oh! And Venom with the kill. Dini so unlucky.
Where did you come from? Jesus Christ. Hi.
Right through the face shield, and now just picks up looting where Dini left off, grabbing those computer parts. And there's the first GPU of this round.
We got one.
You mentioned a little bit earlier, Rain, that Gingy went upstairs last week to TechLight. I think that's a good strategy as well. She, of course, found 4 graphics cards in one raid, which is typically Gingy.
Yeah, it's just a really nice little loop that you can do. Even if you hit TechLight and then you run back down towards Secret, you get those computers down there, and then you can also hit Ollie. That's just a nice little circuit that you can run where you're not really worried about the rest of the map if you can pick up all those parts.
Because he was pushing, he pushed up.
Indeed. And what we've got here is we still have outside Hayes and Tried Again in this standoff over here. And we actually hear this might be more than 2 players. This might be 3 or even 4 players in around this area. So this is whoever makes the first move is going to potentially be at a disadvantage. Hayes just holding tight here. Well, this peak could be brutal, though.
Might have just gone inside, potentially. Might have just left.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I don't think he'll give up a kill that easily, surely.
Yeah, we didn't miss the fight, Garland. We have a whole production team making sure we don't miss the fight. Oh, we saw him. Oh! I don't think try it. Saw him.
Oh.
Nice. Patience.
And a great kill. And as you said, you heard it right there. Patience from Hayes. GG's.
Everyone's got tracksuits on.
Both players there.
He can cast his own play the whole time. I love it. I love when he breaks down when he's thinking.
It is. It makes our job easy, doesn't it?
Yes.
Biri olduğunu düşünüyorum.
And so we're hearing Annex was actually one of the third parties near that Hayes fight, but he decided, you know what, guys? I don't need to be a part of this weird triangle. I'm going to leave, go inside, start looting. This area of the map, you and Bunny did mention, there's not as many computers that people know about over here, but between the office and power, there's quite a lot of tech loot spawns.
Yeah, there's like 6 computers at least.
And of course, you have those cabinets as well, which can sometimes spawn computer parts if you're lucky. I think you can find hard drives occasionally in them.
Olması güzel haber.
Actually, a lot of action in and around this idea side, which historically has been the quieter half of the map here so far. This is interesting. Scav shooting through the glass.
Yanıma para alacaktım, araba yokmuş gibi.
Maybe I'm not seeing it. He's moving so exceptionally quick, but I think these computers have already been looted as well by a competitor. Perhaps someone spawned over here.
Değil bana sıkıntım yok.
Up some easy scav kills. Getting the filing cabinets here.
yanlış vurduk. Benim buraya gelecek var ya. Bu seslere gelenler olur.
And he, Onyx here,
Buradaki adam
just
nasıl gitti acaba?
narrating what he's doing a little bit, being cautious, checking all the angles. Of course, he's been in this position before. You do not want to get stuck or locked inside this power building. There's so many areas you get murdered from as you try to leave. So he's being very, very cautious, using all these little angles to check those spots out. As we join 7 here, picking up some tech loot. Maybe he's gonna hit Tekko and Rasmussen. Would you just focus on the ground floor here, or you thinking you'd still go upstairs?
I think I might go up, especially because I'd probably bring something with a scope. I would check and see. I know that a lot of people don't know about some of the stuff that spawns up top. So you would also have a chance to try and see if you can get a player going for either RAS or German.
Надо пойти Расмуссена еще проверить.
German has
Indeed,
been
it did
known to
hurt
have
my-
that occasional GPU. I'd peek in there at least.
Oh, for sure. And there's also those telephone shops, those cell phone shops on both first and second floor that occasionally have computer components kicking around as well.
Вот он
Ooh.
не зря я мансил.
And look at that. He did take a round. It didn't hit him, but Boulder Life did put some rounds down at 7 Cloud as he crossed into Rasmussen. So aware of each other's presence now. A lot of interchanges, listening and finding out where people are on the map and just keeping that in your mind as you move around.
Нет, это не рабочий. Там, не могу. Не могу отвечать. Do I need the power block or something? Like, I forgot how to say it.
Seems like
power supply.
Yes.
Boulder Live has a GPU in Texo. Okay. 2 GPUs and 3 SSDs,
Я, короче,
backing up the
убежал
points with the
Кашан.
parts, which is
Там
great.
проверим еще.
Yeah, and as you start to fill that backpack, do you start to think about extracting? If interchange is not your favorite map, or if it's one that you're just not super comfortable on, you know, it is sort of funneling people into very specific choke points looking for this loot. Do you think about just grabbing a couple of parts, getting out with the survive, focusing on a map you might know a little bit better?
But right now I'm so scared about killer.
Definitely. If you're not
As
super
I said,
comfortable
I
on
haven't
interchange,
seen
like
any of the
interchanges
other
can just be so
tournaments.
fast. There's so many ways to
Like, I'm very
reposition and
low on
repeat
EU,
the
so
same
I don't do
angle.
esports.
That's great, actually.
Especially fighting in places like how we're seeing them end up in Ollie and things like that. There's just so many different ways you can hide and lean peek people from
Ram?
behind
Dude, are you kidding me?
all the shelving
Indeed.
and whatnot.
Ooh, that was
Maybe
nice. So
this is the
Hayes,
play. We've
there you go.
SSD
He's
is
changing
another,
his strategy.
siege
Maybe
item as
this is
well.
the play. He's gonna hit these stashes. He's finding tech loot. He's
why is
killed
there so much
players,
stuff in these
got
stashes?
dog tags. This
I'm
could be a
conflicted now.
pretty solid raid for him.
Do we just go stash running and get out?
That'd be crazy if he pulls the most points and he doesn't he doesn't even go inside the mall.
What the hell?
Wow.
Well, we have
Actually,
seen
is
a
that good or mine?
couple of competitors.
I reckon we switch.
I would
Keep
do
that
the
here.
switch. I would do the switch
Relay.
there. I think
No,
we have seen a couple of competitors last week do exactly this
There's only
strat.
tech items in these.
And
ones.
if they survived the raid, they
The hell
got
is
a
this?
decent solid number of points. If they
This is so
didn't
strange.
survive the raid because they got hit on the way to extract, then you know you could argue that it was a bad strategy. But if he gets out here with 5 or 6 components, including things like that SSD, which is worth 3 points, I believe, then this could
Can we put
certainly
these
be a
here?
solid
Oh, we
raid
can,
for him.
yeah. LCD. There we go.
There you go.
20 rubles, do I? In fact, put the hard drive in there too, actually, and the RAM. Yeah, just
Yeah, put it all in there. There you go.
Yeah.
So we jump over here to Instanty.
I would definitely do that switch just
So-
for the full armor.
Oh, indeed. Indeed. Trooper is like the top tier, tier 4, and arguably is better than a pretty damaged tier 5, I would say.
Hmm. And it's still found in
Seven
raid even if you
card.
put it on. So I don't know. I would definitely do that.
Seven Cloud super cautious with the pieing. I have not seen a man cut a pie like that since Thanksgiving. That was pretty intense lean peeking there, but hey, it worked. He's alive.
That's the only reason why I
As he
like up top.
moves.
There's just so many places that you have to check
Никого. Ладно, похуй, забегаем.
when you're
Yeah,
going
you're
towards these
absolutely
hexes.
correct.
Можно посидеть спокойно.
You're absolutely correct. I suppose the downside is because upstairs is so open, you can get
Вот,
shot
сидим.
from
Я
a
слышу.
long way away.
Hmm.
Oh, D3's in here.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Oh, I heard that.
Так и знал, что тут кто-то сидеть будет.
great
Wow.
kill by Seven. This man was super cautious as he pushed in there. And arguably D3 had the drop on him. And he's, oh man, he had so much loot as well for Seven Cloud. GG's, that's a huge kill.
Working LSD, yes.
Free loot delivery. This guy is a gamer. No doubt about that. This is one of my favorite things about doing this job, Rain, is the fact that we get introduced to streamers that I don't always get time to watch because of different time zones and different languages. You get to see that they're just some extremely talented players
Можно в наглую
from
попытаться
everywhere.
туда пробежать, но меня могут сейчас со второго этажа прикрыть.
Yeah, and it's so cool seeing them all on the same map, not worrying about other people or any other issues with other people playing. It's just people that know the game and they're out there. It's really cool to see the private servers.
Indeed. That, with the multiple perspectives where you get both sides of a fight like this, is pretty unique. And I think that's... I really enjoy seeing what both players see and what they're thinking in the middle of a
Бывают челики.
life or death scenario.
На этот раз. Так, уходим опять в Гашан. По левой стороне двигаясь, чтобы нас в спину никто не долбанул, да? Ну, конечно, там можно долбануть, но не так открыто все. Вы только посмотрите, я забежал, а этот сидит и сидит. Продвинусь-ка я по правой стороне. У меня выход где? У меня выход на МЧС. Блядь,
Next here, moving around in idea. I wonder if he's gonna go try and hit that office. We did have a couple of people up here earlier sniffing around these loot spawns, so there might not be much left in the way of tech loot. One of the things I enjoy most about Interchange is the fact that people leave trails. They leave doors open, they kill scavs, and you can follow them and catch them if you're comfortable on the map. Great to see a little bit of that action today as well.
Yeah, this late in the match, I probably wouldn't go to secret, but the other office on the opposite end, definitely might go check that out real quick while I had time.
Yeah, I banned him.
Oh, good. Thank you. Just cannot understand why.
Yeah, power cable and a graphics card.
How many points?
Two graphics cards for Annex there in his secure container. That is
He's
huge.
nading though for some reason. Just strange. Oh, there we go.
Oh, Hayes hears him. Oh, Hayes hears Buldra here. He heard him shoot the scavs. He's waiting to ambush. Oh, he
I'm
got
so
him.
sorry. Whoever that is, I am so sorry. Bulger. Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. Literally, I'm so sorry.
And the most
Oh, fuck
English reaction to murdering a man I've ever heard. The fastest apology
Scavs?
in the West. But you know, I was a little concerned there.
Oh my god, dude.
I was a little concerned because he was crouched. I thought if Boulder got a shot off, that's going to catch him in the face. But you know what? That was a great kill. Fantastic work from Hayes. He is having an exceptionally strong round right here.
Just put the CPU fans in there, I guess. Oh, I feel so bad. Holy shit.
He's been playing those angles so well. Stop feeling bad.
I feel
Listen,
like,
that was a great
like
kill.
absolute
He
ass.
used his ears. He used everything that the game gave him to use. He heard him kill scavs. He waited in a spot that gave him every advantage, which is exactly what you want to do. Now he gets to benefit from picking up that loot and moving around towards extract. Only 7 minutes left, though. He is going to have to get a move on here.
It was a smart move. It was the smartest thing I could have done there.
I get real nervous now, Rain, when I see any of these timers go red. After what happened last week, I think I still have PTSD from all the MIAs. And today, earlier.
And I'm assuming he has Emercom. He's got a ways to go.
He does,
Especially if
and
anyone else
it's a
decides to
rough...
extract there.
Exactly, it's a rough way to go because if people are hitting those stashes out there as well. As we join Goes and Seven Cloud, both here. Ooh, in the back. Between Goshen and Ollie, and they hear each other, it sounds like. This is tense.
6 minut mam tu dwóch typków.
Goes has a laser on. Oof, yeah. Using the opportunity to put some stuff in his gamma while he can. Oh my.
Fuja się wąku.
What a shot.
Whoa. Goes, doesn't get the first shot off, reacts super quick, gets the hits in. I think he shot him in the face. Was Seven crouched? I've talked about this numerous times in numerous tournaments. People crouch to shoot to keep the recoil pattern low, but it puts their head where their chest would be. Interesting to see if he was there. Got the first shot off, but still gets killed. Great reaction by Goes.
Poczekaj, tu mam.
Oh, I was not sure how that was going to go.
Dalszy tak, nice.
And Kojo TTV in chat. Hi Kojo. Yeah, it seems like we've seen this last week as well. The Gazelle certainly is probably the body armor of choice for most of our competitors. They have tier 5 armor. It's available because this is a private server and it's fairly robust. It can take a little bit of a beating. What would you be running, Rain? If you had your choice on a private server of any gear right now, what would your body armor be? Would it be a Gazelle as well?
Definitely that, or at least the Trooper.
Yeah, Trooper is strong for tier 4.
But the Gazelle, yeah. Oh.
A few Pakas in chat.
The Paka. No, the Thor. We need the Thor.
3M, a connoisseur. We have a human tank fan over here with the 3M armor. Great meme reference, everybody. Yes, so for those of you wondering, these are private servers and these accounts are not the actual accounts that these players own. These are accounts given to us by BSG just for the competition, so everybody has the exact same stats, skills, and access to cash, and they can buy whatever they want. The flea market is closed, but the traders are all open, so they can buy and use whatever gear they want to. But of course, limited cash. You might not want to be spending everything in your first raid.
This time is making me nervous.
Instantly, yeah, he's still running around in here, rocking that G28 with M62 ammo, picking up another scav kill. That's another point. And you might think to yourself, it's just a point, just get out. There's only 3 minutes left. We have literally seen this come down to 1 point.
Just move.
get everything you can. Hayes having a huge raid if he can survive here. Getting to that squeaky bum area of the map where things get a little spicy.
If there's someone around, he's going to be going around the edge of the wall there. If anyone's extract camping, that's just...
Looks like Instanty's a little bit behind him here, but if Hayes doesn't hang around, we have seen some competitors hang around at extract. If he doesn't hang around, he should get out safe. Otherwise, Instanty's gonna catch him up here. It's gonna make me very nervous, but no, looks like Hayes just said, I've had a great round. I'm gonna get out of here.
Found an exit.
GG's, good stuff from him. We will get that
Huge.
scoreboard updated.
It's a smart move for sure.
Oh. Goes, though, is sitting up on top of the ramps. There's a chance if he looks out, he might be able to see Instanty moving along the blue wall here. Slow down to check. No backpack. Is he thinking of doing no backpack?
Has anyone taken it? don't think so.
We've seen a fair few people take it today, but not in this raid, I think.
No scout. Pick up him.
Watch your time.
Indeed, just keeping an eye on that time, making myself nervous.
Oh.
And indeed, no killer either. So I'm still crossing my fingers and toes that we are going to see killer. There is a chance that he can spawn in these raids. I'm just waiting for him to turn up at the worst possible moment, as he usually does.
Że nikt nie przyjdzie. Очевидно.
Looks like all of the guys here that are left in are going to successfully extract. So, interchange seems to be a wrap.
Bir puan eksik.
So good.
Çıktık abi. İyi.
Wow.
5 tane skip
What
almışım, 5
a
puan var.
raid by these competitors. This is something we were talking about before we went into this map. A lot of slower paced action from our EU folks. We talked about this where these competitors are 100% emphasizing survival. They are playing a lot slower. They're playing a lot more methodical. They're going through all of these things. But I will say, I think the commercial for Stints Built is working because our competitors are getting closer to building a full PC. But I still think they might need a little bit of a refresher, and Stints is going to help us with that. And we are back. So we are right there at it. I mean, don't forget, everybody, show some love to Stints Built, sponsoring today's event alongside Battle State Games. If you guys need a PC, Stints will help you. They'll build you a PC for whatever your needs, whether it's for entertainment, production, whatever's required. Make sure you go check out Stints Built PCs, and they do ship to the EU. So if any of the folks in chat, if you need a PC and you're in the EU, they will ship over to you. But let's take a look at those scoreboards, because, man, some things have changed. And look at this team Evasion dominating the scoreboards right now with Hayes at 53 points. Goes is sitting in second at 40, and also another member of Team Evasion, Insta-T, sitting at 28 points. Now, I want you guys to note, Insta-T was very, very low in the leaderboard coming into this map and jumped up 28 points. He's also playing with COVID. He's not feeling the greatest, but he told his battle mod he still wanted to compete and he was still in it. So he's here. He's doing it, and that's what we like to see. But Insta-T got 7 AI kills in that raid, and he held down the center of the mall, whereas Hayes never went into the mall. He racked up that many points, hitting stashes and murdering poor Border Live like outside the mall and stealing his graphics card. I mean, you know, Hayes was bullying. We'll just say that Hayes bullied people outside the mall today, but made it out, and we saw some huge shifts. But realistically, the top 7 could still be in this. I mean, Venom is at 20, Dini is at 21, 7 is also at 21. We've got a long way with 3 more maps to go, and as we saw in the last round, these scores can change very, very fast. Oh, man, and that gets us prepared for our very next map, which is going to be Shoreline. Moonshine shooting. Like that, I think this one worked really well for the NA boys because they were so cowboy-esque, willing to run towards fights. So I'm interested to see how the EU boys will do here. But remember, they need to go to all of the Jaeger stashes and find those fierce hatchling moonshines that have been hidden. Those moonshines can be used for a special benefit, even though people have not been using them as much as I thought that they would. Or they will extract with them for points. Any scavs and PMCs on their way need to be murdered for extra points, and multiple moonshines may be looted. Remember, guys, as always, loadout, they can run whatever they want or whatever they have access to and what they can pay for, but no reaps, flurs, T7s. Scav kills 1 point, PMC kills 1 point, dog tag on extract is 2 points, extracts are 3 points, and every moonshine that they extract with will be 3 points. I'm very excited to see if their knowledge base has been increased and they know exactly where these stashes are. Rain, how's your knowledge of stashes on Shoreline?
Actually, I'm pretty confident with those. When I first started playing, I was definitely really afraid to go into the resort, and I mained the outskirts of Shoreline the whole time. So you can definitely hit a bunch of loot stashes and still have pretty good cover for the most part. So it'll be interesting to see how many they can hit.
Yeah, what about you, Jeepo? You watching any YouTube videos to learn these stashes, or no? You just like, yeah, I'm okay.
Well, I know you have one. No, listen, Shoreline's not my map. I'm an interchange main for sure. That being said, I'm much more comfortable outside Shoreline than I am inside. Inside Shoreline, I get turned around by the audio, by the fact that there's 150,000 different staircases with different names that everybody shouts at me about. So I just stay outside. I roam around in the hills. It's beautiful views. You get nice sunsets. You get lots of long-range murder. That's where I'm about. There are 43 stashes on this map, though. I've learned I probably know maybe 50% of them, and I thought that was pretty good. A lot of our competitors last week knew less than 5. We did enjoy actually watching some of our super giga chads really struggle, let's say, to find stashes. They're looking in the bush, they're walking around it 6 times and not quite finding it. So it'll be interesting to see if we find some of that tonight as well.
Yeah, we had a lot of my first stash escapades last weekend. We saw a little bit of it in this group, or the group A earlier today, with their first stash escapades, as we saw Walker, you know, asking chat over and over, am I close to one? Is there one near me? Like, there's one right over here. What I'm interested to see is if any competitors going forward, and I would have thought the EU folks would have done this, but maybe because of the events that were going on, they decided not to. But I'm very surprised that nobody has a game plan yet for these stashes. There's nobody has gone to the map and said, this is the route, regardless of where I spawn, I can work out a route to get through these stashes. Rain, is that something you would have liked to see the competitors do, or you would have expected?
Definitely, especially knowing how important it was for the moonshine. I would try and keep it as long as I could unless I really needed to drink it, and I would definitely make sure I knew how to just like sprint through all those spawns, get them before other people gets them, or try to find them.
Yeah. Oh, well, with that being said, we will see if the competitors in this round are aware of any of the stashes and if they have done exactly what we said and maybe found a loop that they are comfortable with. If anybody is, I think who we're jumping in with right now would be the one to do that, and that will be Hayes. Will you you guys take it away?
Thank you, Bunny. And yeah, looking over here with our leader currently, Hayes, and you guys keep talking about this word route. I'm not quite sure what that means, but I'm pretty sure Hayes will have a route selected here. Jumping into Dini, actually. He has some PvP right in front of him. Getting rounds off on Annex. Did he get the kill? Not quite. Aggressive push here from Dini. Very difficult spot to fight here. So much concealment in these bushes.
You're just waiting around and
Rain,
waiting
this
for
could go
one
either way.
to...
This could go either way. Oh, and Annex goes down. Was that the nade? We'll get confirmation. Annex goes down there. He nearly came back from getting dropped on, getting hit first, but good push from him. Very unlucky as we join Goes and Bulger live.
Let's go.
Oh!
To był dobry timing.
Great shooting by Bose. Boulder is getting exceptionally unlucky tonight. He went down in the last round to Hayes on his way to Extract, and now he went down to Goes here as they both push towards this little stash here in the bushes that Sheaf had so much trouble with last week. Nice movement, good shooting, another moonshine secured as well. Wow, this one is getting off to a very spicy start here, Rin.
I appreciate that it's spicy here too in the beginning part without getting over to resort yet, you know? We might not even see them really go in there.
Yeah, and I was going to say at the start of this raid when we joined Hayes, I much prefer to spawn for this specific event. I would much prefer to spawn on that east side of the map where he spawned. I feel like you can get a good route done fairly safely, whereas historically spawning here by the village has been just an absolute chaos fest. Just everybody's run into each other. You go into that bog, you hit the water, you get slowed down, you make a lot of noise. This village is very, very dangerous. And here we join D3, MTV, and C as they're both in the area, and I think they hear each other here.
There is a spawn in the village, man. There's definitely a spawn in the village. I don't know what that guy did.
I think D3 knows there's something up.
I guess he wants to come for these.
Yeah, this is definitely an area that I would not be too happy about staying in. You saw it last week with the NA. You just get into that marsh and it's quick stand. You become just like a little target in the middle of nowhere.
That guy is also want to come. He's also gonna come to these stashes. That's for sure.
Instantly now joining this fight in the village, and he is moving down and around the side here. So we now have 3 of our competitors in a very small area of the map that's very densely populated with these stashes that they need. Maybe they sent each other a text message saying, hey guys, let's meet in village, because this is... Instantly just being a gigachad, just running around here, casually glancing, not seeing anything. I think he's going to check these stashes. if he sees that they're not looted, he might not be as cautious as he possibly could and should be here. Oh boy. And D3 is just sitting at that corner looking through the bush. Grabbing the moonshine.
Okay,
Oh, instantly.
I'd grab that and run.
Yeah. Which way do you run is the question, isn't it? Oh, and he takes a round. I think D3 is actually shooting him. Twitch. Thank you so much for the delay, Twitch. We appreciate you.
Oh, wow.
And I'm gonna assume that was D3 just killing instantly. We'll just watch it on the big screen here now. He sees him through this greenhouse. Oh, and wow. Instantly got the headshot on D3. He's firing M62, otherwise known as peasant ammo, to the god tier M61. D3 gets away with that, gets the kill on instantly. GG's to him, being very, very cautious here, but finally paying off getting that kill. Nice to have both perspectives there for sure. Yeah, it's not the first time we've seen in this competition helmets coming in super clutch and saving lives as well, Rain. Do you wear a helmet in your raids for the most part, or are you one of these wearing a backwards facing red baseball cap because you think helmets don't work? What's your jam?
No, I wear helmets. They've saved my life far too many times.
Listen, if they even work once, then it's worth it, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Я понял, бро.
Joining Venom here, sitting in an interesting spot, actually. He's on power side of the little river, looking over at what I call Sugarborn Bush. Often you'll see people go up here to look into the petrol station, the gas station here.
Oh, he's not
A
dead.
really nice spot. Is he gonna take the kill on the scav? It's only 1 point, but these scavs can be very useful to leave up as guards. Wow, that is some interesting tier shooting right there. It's okay, no pressure. No one's watching Venom.
I'm wondering, is there a stash over there that I'm not aware of? Is he trying to guard? Like, I'm trying to think.
He must have just went prone on the roof when I killed his teammate.
There's not one super close to here, but I think he's just doing that thing where he's trying to dominate the center of the map. He can go anywhere from here. He can hear people up here. He can hear people up power. He can hear people up on radar and over at spines. It's a really nice spot if you want to get some kills, but you got to land your shots, Venom. Oh, he's jinxed now. He's jinxed.
Airdrop? Are we on Lighthouse?
Oh, he's dead.
Airdrop coming in as well. Oh, I don't know about this. Would you take the risk and throw your game plan out the window, Rain, and go for this airdrop on Shoreline?
I don't think so.
Yes.
Unless there's going to be, is there going to be some moonshine in that airdrop? Otherwise, I'd probably just see if I can pick up some more stashes, honestly.
We'll join in Dini over here. He's hanging out at the edge of the village by the swamps. He needs to be careful. He's going to have very limited mobility here. He has taken a heavy hit to the chest. Get those heals off, dude. I think he's fighting with D3. He probably heard the fight between D3 and Instantly a little bit earlier. And it's tough to fight around this area. Unless you have webbed feet. E3's game plan seems to be to just try and lock down this village, really. So far, it seems to be working. He's got 4 moonshines in his secure container and a player kill.
Oh, there is multiple people.
I mean, it is a nice spot. If you can hold it down and hold down this area, you know people are going to start to push it, especially towards the end, looking for those last-minute moonshines. So if you can dominate this area, it's actually pretty beneficial for you.
Indeed it is, and as Amos World in chat says, there's a lot of really nice parkour jumps and spots you can get to put yourself in a 3-dimensional battle space. People tend not to look up in areas like this where they think it's secure. You can find yourself on a roof, behind a tree, in some sort of area where you can get the drop on people.
How is my armor? My armor.
Dini, though, maybe thinking better of taking this fight. He doesn't know where his competitor is. D3's being exceptionally defensive in how he's playing here. He doesn't want to blunder into him. I think maybe the play is to just bug out of this area. Meanwhile, C is in the area looking at the stashes. He's probably going to stumble into Instantly's body here, and Dini might be able to see him here.
Dini's popping shots. Is that at C?
I think it is, yeah. He saw him, so it looks like we have 3 or maybe even 4 competitors still in and around this village. This is what we see a lot from these European players. C takes some rounds, he gets into a position of cover and concealment, he throws out, and he stops moving. He lets his ears do the work, trying to hear where those shots came from, if he can hear someone pushing him. He's actually in a fairly nice spot here. Dini up on that hill. I feel like he's very exposed here, Rain. I don't know about this.
Oh.
And we're hearing a couple of other players are heading this way. Some of the guys that spawned on the other side of the map that need to extract over here are coming this way. So this has the potential to turn into a 5 or 6 man fight very quickly.
Someone just got a shot.
Dini got a shot on C again as C decides to bug out. 7 here on the other side of the swamp by Murder Fields. Just underneath the power cables.
Думаю, что сейчас типа везде все залутано, идти за коттедж бред, потому что вот тут типы есть. Он maybe прямо сейчас туда и идет.
Oh man, he's running through the middle of Murderfield. That's a brave run.
Сообщение, скажите спасибо, что у вас фул не банят вообще. Типа не мутит там за мета-инфу, еще что-то, просто удаляют сообщения. Типа все окей, ребят, спокойно. Бля, вот этот скрон почему-то если не дал самогон, ну, плохо очень. Где-то тут должны бегать дикие. В кустах меня еле видно.
You're just sitting here like, who's gonna see who first?
Можно, конечно, вернуться прямо сейчас, рискнуть и посмотреть санаторий, типа этот.
Yeah, 7 moving over here. I think he's probably thinking of following the wall south, and if he does that, there's a chance he runs into some of our competitors over there. Also, there's those scavs that are dialed to 11 by this rock that I really don't like dealing with that can give away the game. Meanwhile, in all of that, Try It Again has actually moved into the area here as well. Oh, and Dini's gonna be brave and go for the airdrop. Oh boy.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe not.
I think it's the stash zone.
Oh! And it didn't matter. Oh, Try It Again getting the kill. Ooh.
Good to see him get
I did
points on
not
the
see
board.
that coming. Indeed, I did not see that coming. Try It Again getting the kill, getting off the 0 points. Was our last competitor at 0 points, I believe. getting some moonshines in his secure container as well, getting those dog tags. Ooh, good stuff from him. Is this a scav here?
Scavs are definitely not like they used to be. I know some people used to be like, oh no, I got killed by a scav, and they'd question themselves, but their AI is so different now.
Yeah, for sure. And also BSG have multiple times they've actually confirmed the existence of Terminator scavs as well. Those guys are scary. And if you think I'm making that up, chat, check the wiki. Those guys can see you further away. They can hit you further away. Oof. Seven just brought a picnic with him. Gonna get that real quick. I'm a fan of it. I'm pretty sure Seven heard. We call that area that season. We call it Angry Scav Truck. I'm not sure what you guys call it, but he probably heard that fight. I think he's thinking better of it. He goes, "I've had enough. I'm out." Venom and Try It Again look like they're in a bit of a standoff here. Oh! Venom with the nice angle. Getting the headshot on Try It Again. Who had just picked up his first kill of the tournament. Nice work by Venom. He gets to grab all those moonshines that weren't in his secure container. Grab those dog tags. GG's, dude. Rain, what do you think here? Are some of our players... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just talking about his moonshine. You're good.
I was just going to ask you. I feel like some of the players here are starting to look at the scoreboard between raids and are starting to change and adapt their play styles. Not necessarily for the better or the worse, just a little different than they're normally comfortable with. Because what we're seeing here is some people playing very, very conservatively, and it's not actually paying off for them very well. They're maybe getting a kill, but then they're getting caught by other players because they're not moving through the area of the fight quick enough. We just saw that with Venom here picking up that kill in a very similar spot to the last fight. I'm wondering if the psychology of being in a competition isn't starting to get to some of these competitors, knowing the pressures on them to get off the board and get some points.
Definitely. Anytime you're in a competition, especially when you see your name towards the bottom of the list, you just feel that pressure to push things harder. And sometimes it works. Sometimes it's a great play. And sometimes you're just too pressured to do something a little bit out of your comfort zone and it doesn't end up paying off in your favor.
Where is it?
Absolutely. I've never been at the top of a competition, so I wonder what the psychology is then, but I'm very familiar with that feeling while at the bottom.
Oh,
just in. I mean, Ghost has been absolutely slaying it out, and he has 5 moonshines sitting there. 5. Somebody's been doing their research. They've been looking up these stashes. See if he picks up any more on his way to extract. Back to you guys.
Yeah, it is nice to see. You can always tell the competitors that have done the homework aspect of this. They've looked on the maps, they've looked on the various websites, seen where all these stashes are. This is a private event, so the chances of a moonshine being in a stash is exceptionally high. In fact, I think it's 100% chance at every single stash. So it's worth getting to know as many as you possibly can. You can always tell
I don't
when
think we've seen
competitors are
anyone drink
comfortable.
moonshine yet either.
No, we haven't. Interestingly, because these the skills that these players have are not maxed. So if you're in here long enough running around, you're gonna have
fucking
exhaustion and hydration issues. Yeah, stamina. There you go. We just heard that. Good timing on that one, Rain. We might be about to see our first moonshine drink.
He does have 5 of them, but those 3 points can be pretty crucial. I would definitely hold off as long as I could. Be calling it extract.
6 moonshines, extract, 1 kill, 3 fucking dog tags.
Meanwhile, Venom getting out there exceptionally excited. Looking like a great round from him. That'll certainly shake up the scoreboard a little bit. Venom, of course, was looking pretty strong going into this raid.
I'm so lost with the map. Oh my god, those stashes are hidden properly.
We have Blitzer Girl in chat. Hi Blitzer, one of our competitors here doing her own research and homework. She is playing tomorrow during the early kickoff. She also does not know where the stashes are, I'm reliably informed.
And Train is there. I see you.
I am quite comfortable with the fact that the Chads don't know the stashes. You can't have everything in life. You can't be a Chad in Resort and know all the stashes. That's just not fair.
Van még 2 map ezen kívül. Van egy Customs, meg van egy Lighthouse.
So it looks like we still have
Szerintem ez is
3 players in this map with under
konkrétan.
3.5 minutes left here. C is moving around by the tower, fairly close to Extract. He's just going to hit the last couple of stashes up here. I wonder if these have been hit by our other competitors. Goes, meanwhile, is in a very interesting spot. He's maybe hoping that the boat is here. I really hope it is. Because if it's not, he's got a long run. Yeah. God, this is a long, scary walk out to this boat. I don't like it.
Yes.
Oh.
Might be our first cruise liner of the tournament, that one. Good save from him. I was nervous there, I'm not gonna lie.
O, skał? Podejście.
That worked out so well for him.
Pygmy, come on.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
Not a scav, it's gotta be.
We got Sam.
Oh god, hit!
What the hell?
No, not like this!
Those
I've
scavs
died to
from
the
the
scav
island,
before.
What the?
they're nerve-wracking.
Fucking.
Oh, please just leave. Don't. It's not worth the 1 point haze.
That's
I
3
can't.
points, though,
I
that's
can't
fine.
watch.
Yeah, leave that one. Okay, let's go.
Yes, leave that
Yes,
one,
yes,
please.
yes. Good idea. Go, go, go.
I have gotten killed by a scav from that very spot once before. I was all full of arrogance and beans. I was like, oh, easy kill. No, I don't like messing with them on that island.
No, and there's more of them now too. There's definitely been like 4 or 5 on there sometimes.
All right.
You can see
That-
the
that
2 of
one
them
scav's
running
not
in the
peeking as
corner.
well.
No, thank you.
Not
All right, everybody,
worth it
remember we
at
do.
all.
Yeah, we do have a scoreboard at the bottom that is updated when people extract from the raid, whether it is from them going through extract or taking a quick extract with a bullet through the head. That's when it updates. So make sure you guys are checking that out, but it will only be updated as people leave the raid.
Nice.
And with that, our last 2 competitors are out of that map. Wow. Some interesting stuff happened there, and I was not expecting it. Goes getting extremely lucky with a boat extract. I mean, something I was not at all. That is our first boat extract of the entire tournament, whether for NA or EU. It hasn't been even up for most of the competitors. So Ghost taking a lucky gamble, getting that boat extract. But with that being said, let's take a look at the scoreboard and see where everybody is right now. And with Ghost getting that lucky extract, has jumped up to second with 63. Hayes is leading the competition with 67 after extracting and almost dying to those scavs on that island. That is not a place you ever want to get into a fight, with Venom EU jumping up into third with 53. Cloud not far behind with 38. Insta-T only 28, still at that same location as before. And look at the scores. Look at them jumping up to 28. These scores are all over the place. Competitors jumping up in value every single time. And I'm kind of curious. We have 2 maps left. With these scores getting so close, do you think with some of the scores close, but are leaders really starting to pull away? Do you still think it's anybody's game, Jeepo?
Yeah, I do. I mean, look, we saw 8th place jump to 1st place last week. This is still anybody's game. We could easily see Hayes get unlucky and get taken out early in the next raid. Same for any of those guys in those qualification spots in the top 3. So I think this is still very, very much up for grabs. Instantly dropping down there to 28th is a good example of that. He was in 3rd place, now in 5th. Pressure's on him a little bit to try and pick it up. And tried again getting off the mark with some points, which will do his confidence a world of good as well. So definitely all still to play for. This is certainly not over. And what we've seen so far in this European bracket is that as the rounds go on and we start to get closer and closer to this lighthouse raid, people get more aggressive and start killing each other much quicker. So this could be very interesting.
That they do. Well, if you want to follow along at home and see exactly what our competitors are doing, make sure you head over to our website, evasion.gg. You can keep up with all of the information for Season 6 and any seasons coming forward. Also, there is a calendar on the website, so you can see exactly when our competitions are happening, exact times for each region, so what's happening right now. And with our OCE, if you are in the OCE, make sure you guys are running through those qualifiers. I know our signups. I don't know if they're still doing the qualifiers because of the event. I'll get clarification, but you can find out all of that information right here on the website, so you don't have to wait for me to give you clarification. You can just do it yourself. You can also head over to evasion.gg/merch and check out all of the awesome merch that we have over on the website. Whether you can pick up your own jersey that's customized with your own number and a name, or a hat, or, some sockies. But with that being said, let's hop over into our rules, because we're jumping into customs for the boss's treasure. Rashala has stashed his golden TT in that gas station office. Our competitors are tasked with killing Rashala, his guards, getting that key, getting that golden TT, and getting out. Remember, loadout is anything that they want. Not allowed reaps, flurs, T7s. So something to note here, the golden TT is worth 10 points. Extract is 3, guards are 2, and Rashala is 5. All other points are the same. Now, there are a lot of points up on this board right now, but there's only a few ways to get them, and they run out very quickly. So while Rashala is worth 5 points, there is only one Rashala, so only one competitor has the opportunity to get that. Same with the guards. There's only a few guards, and only 2 points apiece makes it very dangerous. We've seen a lot of people get in and get out, but like I said earlier, and if you were not here for that, we did make one change to the rule set. The key is not able to go into the secure container anymore. So just because you get the key doesn't mean you're safe anymore with it, because if you die, that opens up another competitor able to loot your body and get away with it. It almost didn't get grabbed earlier, but luckily they went back and checked. I believe it was Hard. Went back and checked the body, got the key, and was able to get the golden TT and get out. Oh, Rain, what would be your strategy going into this map?
Oh, I don't know. I think I would kind of play it safe. You know, a lot of people are going to rush looking for Rashala, and there is only one of him. So maybe trying to play the outskirts of it and see if you can see a player trying to get him and go more of the PMC point route, and then maybe pick up the TT or some of the loot from that at least. I don't know. That's rough. There's so many people collapsing on one objective there.
Yeah, very true. Now, do you, Jeepo, want to spawn? Do you want that close spawn? I mean, we've seen it work out for a lot of competitors to get the early Rashala kill, but it also ends up putting them into a lot of danger as everybody converges on them. Would you like to get that close range, that close stronghold spawn, or would you have preferred to spawn over towards the gas station and make your way a little bit safer?
Yeah, it's a really difficult one because on a regular public server, it's not that difficult to run a train through Rashala and all his guards. He's probably the easiest to take out, which would normally be some easy kills and easy loot. However, this is an event on a private server against 11 other competitors who all have the same objective. So I feel like going for Rashala is high risk. The reward is there. You'll get the points for killing him, but the chances of you surviving that raid are a little bit lower. For me personally, I like to work around the skeleton area. I like to work around the old construction area and maybe collapse in on the gas station a little bit later and either catch someone trying to open the door who's done all that hard work for me. Again, for me, the key is surviving. However, this customs raid from all of last week and even earlier today is just PvP on PvP. It's just chaos. People go hard on the paint here. So I'm expecting to see a lot of deaths pretty early on as they fall on top of each other around the map.
Yeah. Now, we talk a lot about how competitors that are maybe a little bit further behind would play this out. But say you're Hayes, right? Say you're in the lead and you get Rashala. Do you take the chance with the key and try to go get the golden TT, or do you just take that key and throw it in a bush somewhere and deny those points to your competitor? Rain, what do you think?
I didn't even think about throwing in a bush. That is a play. It might be a good one, especially if you know at least that you don't know exactly where Rashala is going to be. So he might be at dorms, he might be at fortress, but you do know where that golden TT is. So you can definitely go there and try and hang out over there. So I think I would toss in it. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, we will see, because our competitors are launching into the map, and we are going to jump in with Insta-T right now. Take it away.
Yeah, jumping in with Insta now. He does have a bit of a point to prove. He has won evasion events in the past. He's sitting in a non-qualifying spot right now, so he looks like he's going straight for Rashala. I mean, if I'm in Hayes' position, I'll probably throw that key in the water while apologizing profusely in a nice accent. That's probably what I would do, just to keep myself secure at the top. Instantly, though, he must hear this from Annex, sneaking up behind him. Annex making a hell of a lot of noise. Getting those points from the boys getting killed. Has an empty magazine right now, though. Oh, please reload. Please reload. Didn't reload. Wow. Wow. Super unlucky for him. I'm not even sure he was fully aware of Instant's position there. He did get that reload just before the fight went down. A little bit on time, but Instantly had all the advantages, knew he was in there, simply cut off his route out. Nice stuff from Instantly, getting the kill on the dog tag. Oh, sees upstairs in the window. Does he see him? He does. And he goes down. That, I believe, is Boulder's first kill of the evening. Good for him to get off the bottom of the scoreboard as well. GG's for him. Do you often play in and around this area that we have 7 Cloud now?
Oh.
Yeah, these guys are dancing with each other around this Connex. Ooh.
Sorry, bro.
Ooh. And that's
wow,
his first death.
what a kill. That is huge. That could have massive repercussions on the scoreboard. Hayes with the moonshine in there. 7 has just been putting players down all night, just exceptionally harshly. That was a great kill from him. First place goes down.
It would be just 10 kills and 330, 16 points.
Is Dini about to swing this corner on Instanty? He hears him. Oh no. Oh no. Oh!
Wow, he saw them so...
What?
Holy.
I thought he... Oh.
Wow. Okay, so the takeaway from that is I feel like Instantly got saved by the fact that he stayed so close to that portaloo. If he had swung that corner wider, I feel like he might not have been able to get that turn as quickly. Holy hell. GG's on that. I would have been dead. 100%.
It was a fantastic reaction on his part.
Wow. He had no right to win that fight. This man is an absolute chad. D3 doing what he's been doing all night, playing very cautiously, very strategically here. Looks like he's taken out the arm of Goes already, who's stuck behind this boat. Using the grenades to force the reposition. Great stuff from Goes here. Oh.
What the fuck? To čuje.
Cannot get eyes on D3 though, who's playing these bushes very well.
Kurva.
Oh. Actually, full credit to Goes here. He is maneuvering exceptionally well to get out of this very awkward position here. Switching out the body armor, it looks like. Big idea with the body armor. Oh, as we jump into Instantly and try it again. Both around the bus stop area. Oh, try it again in the bushes.
Oh my god. Holy shit, bro.
Oh my, how did he win that? That's twice tonight, Rain. We have seen Instantly come from what is a very bad position, getting dropped on and still winning the fight. Is he going to get away with it a third time here? He's not. He goes down to Venom. Oh, Venom with the big play.
Yeah.
He really did.
Sorry, Instanties.
Wow, that was like all the kills in a short period of time there. That was pretty nuts. And he's found the key as well. A huge kill for Venom. Getting the dog tags. Taking off someone from the leaderboard. Instantly was in 5th, was moving up very aggressively. That's securing Venom's position a little bit. Now he should be fairly free to move over here to gas station. Wow, that was huge. 1 minute right there. So 7's in a really interesting position here. Do you often snipe on customs, Rain, or are you kind of the type of player on customs that's running into dorms, getting those kills inside there? What's your sort of play style here?
I definitely prefer sniping here. I usually try and get some angles either from crack or get over to strongholds. You haven't really seen too many people snipe from up there in a while. That's been a couple
I
wipes
think
now.
I think the last time we saw it in the competition was Gingy decided to go up there, but it didn't end so well as Sheaf sort of knows her playstyle, both Evasion teammates. So he was able to, he just thought to check it. And as soon as he killed her, he's like, I'm pretty sure that's Gingy because he knows how she likes to play this map. It was actually quite funny to watch the familiarity with each other's play.
There's so many places on customs that you can set up and have a couple different angles just from swiveling around. So
Znaczy nigdy tam zabil skawa.
Yeah, the
think that
gas
might be the
station that they
spot.
have to move to. Indeed. The gas station they have to move to is actually very open and dangerous as well. You can shoot into that gas station from so many different spots. It's actually pretty intimidating once you start to realize how open that area is. D3 though, still moving very cautiously around elbow area.
I feel like this has definitely been just such a big point of contention this wipe. A lot of people have been fighting here, always finding bodies over an elbow.
Yeah, this elbow construction alleyway is just real big for murder. And I think Go's just heard D3 shoot that scav. He's looking for him right now. Did he just see him? He's bound to hear those shots. Put some rounds down. I don't think he got a hit on him. Now they're facing up to each other. Checking his magazine capacity. He only seems to have 2 mags for that SR, which puts himself at a bit of a disadvantage if this is going to be a long drawn out fight. D3 though relocating towards the back of the gas canisters. Trying to grab the initiative here.
Yeah.
Using the time to repack those magazines. Big fan of that. It's very tense.
Boulder Live.
07 and yeah, both of them going for that button room. He's still up. Does he get him here? He does. Oh, the leg shots. Oh. Beautiful movement there from Boulder Live. That was fantastic. He took a prone so he couldn't be spotted, put rounds on him, and pushed up aggressively to get that kill. Good stuff from him. He must be feeling the pressure. He was on 0 points before the last raid, so now he's making some moves here. You gotta love to see it.
That's definitely got to feel good coming back off the leader, like bottom of the leaderboard, getting some points on there, some kills.
Ray and I wouldn't know.
Please tell me how it feels.
I'll let you know someday, maybe, if it ever happens. So these two are still facing off here. Goes in D3. D3 has moved across. He's in that Connex, but I'm sure Go's heard him because it's not the most subtle of positions. He's running up behind him, but maybe D3's going to hear that too. This is very audio-centric, this fight. Let's go with that. Go's has got every advantage here right now, though. It looks like, just from his positioning. If he has the arm stamina, he does not have the arm stamina to hold that angle. He's moved off just as D3 moves forward as well. Are they going to see each other here? They are. Oh, and he gets the kill. GG goes. just a little bit more aggressive than D3 there. He used those audio cues so well. D3 give up his position by killing the scav. Line goes to get behind him and get that tasty little headshot. Very nice work from him.
Ось съм разбил окуляри зазаду.
Only 3 PMCs now currently on the map, we're hearing as well. So they are running through each other pretty aggressively right now. Goes has the key and is still alive. Sorry, Venom has the key and is still alive. We have Goes and we have Boulder still on this map right now. So, Rain, if you are on the map at this current moment like Venom is and you've got the key, do you risk pushing into gas or are you going to wait a little bit? We still have over 10 minutes left in this raid. Are you going to hang out or are you going to push in and try and get out nice and quick?
I think I might push in and just... I mean, for the points, you just gotta do it. Try and get in and out as quick as you can. What about you? What do you think? What is the play?
It's you're hearing all these fights happen over by skeleton and construction area. I think I would use that as an opportunity to just get in and out as quick as I could. I wouldn't want to be hanging around too long. Gotta be guessing that there's not that many people left in this raid. They don't know that, of course, but I would be trying to do this quickly, I think.
Buy you a pint, Millsy, I'll buy you more than a pint. I'll kiss your beautiful bald head.
I think he sees Boulder here is in a very... What's the word I'm looking for? Sketchy position. He's taking very long range shots without variable optic here, using that red dot, which my old eyes, I can't do very well at range. Venom's gotta hear that as he moves along that pipe area. This
I just want to know how many people's left, bro. This is scary.
I mean, Venom is definitely in a better spot. He can...
Yeah, and looks like Boulder is moving up over what I call Booby Hill. I don't know what you call it, but that's what I call it. Meanwhile, Goes is now in the area, so all 3 survivors in and around Booby Hill here. Making lots of noise.
I definitely know where Goes is.
Yeah, that man was not subtle. Interestingly, if Venom takes shots at Goes, it's going to give up his position to Boulder. So we have a bit of a 3-way here. Playing Ring Around the Rosies with each other here. As Boulder gets shot at by Sniper Scav. Scav's ruining flanks since 2016. Honestly, I have a counter on my stream for how many times they ruin a flank. It's my most frustrating thing about Tarkov. Goes is aggressively chasing him down here. Do you think, Rain, do you think that Goes heard those shots and thought to himself, that man has the golden TT, I need to go hunt him down, and that's why he pushed so hard, but Boulder is just not waiting around, he wants out.
I think Boulder's excited to get some points on the board and he's a little more cautious. Unfortunately, that might not be the play.
It's tough to know, though, isn't it? This is the thing, you're always second guessing. And Venom finally making a move here, going for that TT. Is Go's going to circle back and look to see if the gun is indeed taken, or is he just gonna move to extract? I think it looks like he's moving to extract. Now, which direction does Venom have to go here? The other way. Okay. Phew. I was not sure how that was gonna go. Uh-oh. Maybe I'm premature here. Don't you do it, chat.
Those just changed the.
Yeah, he's circling back, still grinding out those scav kills. Everyone is a point, and every point counts. We've seen that so many times.
This close to extract, I mean, it's kind of worth it, especially if you can get a couple of the free ones over here by streamer.
Right now, we do have production whispering in our ears that we are watching our second place and or third place competitors, the two competitors still on this map right now.
It's 1,000 IQ play.
So again, we did say this raid could have big repercussions with Hayes going down early on, and now we have second and third steer to the very last. Neither of them are out yet either. This still is not over.
Koľko? Na exit mám ešte čas. Skúsim ešte pár skáv.
We sit and we wait. We wait. These points will be huge. They're
and I'm
massive,
deciding
like
to be cautious here. Goes meanwhile pushing away from extract.
He's had such a good run. I don't know. I might push to extract.
Chat. My hand, bro.
You have 5 minutes left. I can feel the tension.
We're a rat. We're a rat. We're a rat. We're a rat. Squeak, squeak. You love me.
That picture makes me very uncomfortable.
Bro, my hands are clammy, my hands are sweating, my heart is pumping out my chest. These points mean, you know. Sheesh, that's all I'm saying.
Ten typek asi exital, čo tu strieľal.
Oh, and just as Goes moves away and starts looking down the road, Venom starts to make his move.
No, ja si idem out. Nevyzerá to už ani neskava. Keby tu nejaký bol.
So many chances for them to get like a slight glimpse of each other.
Squeak, squeak.
I can't believe they're both still here. I honestly can't, Rain. I'd be so gone.
No, this is too nerve-wracking.
Dok taky určite berú všetci, prečo by ho tam nehal typek. Jedine, že by sa tradeli, a tomu neviem.
Oh, the timing, the timing. Venom could be out. He doesn't know he could be out.
Venom's still waiting. I don't know. He might hear him come up.
This is gonna go to the end, isn't it? I can't.
The anxiety. Oh my god.
I'm out.
One last stretch, chat.
Let's go.
One last stretch. Yeet!
Oh,
yeah, Venom going for it.
For everybody.
Rain, this makes me so nervous. This is why I love these dual perspectives. We've talked about it multiple times. But you don't understand how close to other competitors you always are right Up until you see something like this and realize that there's someone beside you. That is very anxiety driving.
And he knows you missed that extract with those extract pops. That's not a bad play. Even bait somebody down there, make it sound like you're about to extract.
Yeah, he was a bit cautious spinning that corner, wasn't he? Good for him. Gotta respect that. Clearing everything. GG's to the guys there. Big raise.
Wow. What an absolute insane ending to that raid. I mean, like, this is what people talk about. They're like, oh, my raid's dead. My raid's dead. Is your raid actually dead, or are you and somebody else just missing each other by that much over and over and over? It is insane to see. Like, and like Jeepo said, this is the great thing about private servers and us having a dual perspective on these competitors is we get to see when they're within each other and they are literally circling. I mean, they just missed each other by seconds. If Ghost had just stayed around a little bit longer, they would have ran right into each other and we would have had murder on the screen. But with that being said, we're going to take a look at the scoreboards because once again, the scores have changed a little bit. Goes jumping up to 81 points with Venom EU coming in at second with 72, and Hayes falling to third after that round. That was Hayes' first death today. First death. And that's what happened from dying. And that's why we say so often that survival is the name of the game in this competition specifically, because if you die, you're out of that raid and you do not have an opportunity for points. And we have seen it over and over. But, you know, a huge shout out to Beldare Live coming back. He had 0 going into this raid, up to 17. That is huge. But I also do not want to count out anybody. 7th through 1st, any one of them could be anywhere when it comes to the end of the next map, honestly, because we have seen huge changes on Lighthouse. We have seen the score jump and just, I mean, we saw somebody win that was not in the money to win the entirety of NA based off of this one map. So I'm not counting out anybody from 1st to 7th on where they will land, because we still have the most action-packed map yet to go, and that is going to be Lighthouse. Now, with Lighthouse, everybody has been here. We've seen this map. We know how it unfolds, but it is a map that, hey, you know what? We made you qualify on it. We might as well make you finish the game on it also. And those rogues do not spare anyone at all. But, Jeepo, what do you think about the Lighthouse map?
Oh, that's a big question. It's a lot of fun. It's my one thing with Lighthouse is I cannot wait for the expansion, because as it stands right now, it's very one-dimensional. Everyone runs south to north. It's far too easy to make money on it. If you're a player, Scav, you can make millions in a couple of runs very, very easily. And the rogues are a little bit easy to cheese, particularly if you go into PMC. It's very, very easy once you know the routes. So I'm looking forward to the expansion. I'm looking forward to the AI getting a little bit of work. But I actually really like it being the last map here, because you can't count those rogues out, but there's so much death from so far away on Lighthouse. It's so much fun to snipe on. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Rain, what about you? How do you feel about the Lighthouse map?
I really like Lighthouse. I've definitely been playing it a lot this wipe, especially at nighttime. I mean, anyone can tell you it's just fun to bop those rogues at night. But it is very one-directional, and spawning at the back end when you know that you have to go through all of those players. They're all looking towards the middle. It's going to be really interesting to see who spawns there and how they handle with basically all those other things collapsing on each other. I don't know what I would really do if I spawned at the back end. You kind of just got to play it to see where the players are going and seeing where those drops are going. Those drops are huge. I think that's very beneficial, because you'll be able to get a little bit more flow than normal. Because usually you're all just deadhead to the rogues, but with the drops, kind of changes things up a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see who can hit them and get out of there with it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's take a look at exactly what the competitors will be doing today on Lighthouse. If you were here before, you know, but here's a little bit of a refresher of what these competitors need to deal with. What they are going to be doing is covering as many OFC shells as they can from airdrops. Remember, airdrops will be coming in every 3 minutes once the map starts, so there will be a lot of boxes raining from the sky. And also remember, they can loot multiple OFZ shells. As always, loadouts, they can do whatever they want as long as there's no Reap, IR, Flurs, T7s. Scavs, Rogues are 1, PMCs 1, Dog Tag on Extract 2, Extracts are 3, as always, and OFZ Shell Extract 3 apiece. Man, this map can change so much. I'm expecting to see a lot of farming. I'm expecting to see a lot of death and destruction, and also maybe a little tactical camping some boxes, trying to get some kills. The other thing that I was still hoping EU would do it, but we haven't seen it at all. The SVDS, Rain. We're not seeing EU rock that. Would you have liked to see them rock it a little bit?
Oh, hello. Hit my mic. Yeah, it would have been nice to see it. I don't know. I definitely hope that we get to see a little bit more of like a sniper battle here, especially with the airdrops. Hopefully people can get some good angles on them and they drop in some pretty precarious areas. I'm looking for some road drops.
Yeah, I see Venom EU in chat confirming that they're going to be running an SVDS, right, Venom? Right?
Do it, Venom.
He won't. Howard.
No.
We don't have anybody.
We
don't have any connoisseurs, Bunny. No man or women of quality and style and taste enough to run an SVD. I'm disgraced.
Yeah. I mean, that's, this is one of those reasons why, as an NA person, I can just say NA is a little bit better. We have a little more style here sometimes.
Oh, wow. I'm just gonna let chat answer to that, I think.
just letting that marinate in chat a little bit. You'll see how it goes. There it goes. That's what I was expecting from chat right there. There it is. But our competitors are getting ready to launch into this, and we will see exactly what they run, because man, this is what it all comes down to. To finish out today, our competitors will be moving on to the championship. Remember, top 3 from every round move on to Sunday's championship. We will be live right here on Twitch, same channel, same place, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And how that translates to yours, it just depends on where you're at. But I'll give it to you where I'm at, because that's what time I know it starts. But 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you guys are here, because we will have drops once again on our channel. The stream will also be rebroadcasted on multiple other channels. We'll link those where they will be casted in your language. So if you would like to listen to it and not hear my American accent or Cheapo's accent, you can find your own and listen and understand. But they will all have drops. It'll be amazing. We love it and appreciate everybody who does the rebroadcast. We can't thank them enough. Honestly, we can't thank Battle State Games enough. They do so much behind the scenes to help us out here. They are at their office right now helping put this entire show on, and they are also donating that huge prize money. So much love over to Battle State Games. We're jumping in right in with Deanie. Take it away, casters.
Deanie flipping it up to a DVL here. And it looks like him and Annex very close spawns to each other. We have seen this multiple times on Lighthouse, these close spawns. Getting the... Oh! Wow, that was tasty. Let's get some love for those one taps.
That was so fast.
How quickly he switched to pistol too, just in case he messed that up. But nope, clean one tap instantly, and tried again as well. He didn't, he missed him. Oh, there we go, he got him with the follow-up instantly. He's just, these G28s and instantly. Name a better duo. You can't.
G28, it's the gun, you gotta use it. I love it.
Wow.
I don't know what I would do with these roads.
Straight off the bat, Rain. Yeah, I don't. God, straight off the bat, they're killing each other. Already huge repercussions in terms of scoreboard. We started this raid with anyone in the top 7 realistically able to qualify for the finals, starting to take each other out here. Both Instanty and Hayes need big raids to maintain those top 3 positions. Hear those rogues blasting away already. Do you think any of our competitors chose to be a bear? tonight, Rain. I doubt it. What do you think?
Oh, I hope not. It just seems like unusual punishment for yourself. I don't know, because they're not that great in the points department. I mean, it's just like a scav, so I don't know. If I spawned over here, I think I'd be pretty upset. There's just too many angles for him to see you during the day.
Yeah, these spawns that we've seen these fast kills on have been very, very rough on our competitors. They've had big repercussions on the early kills and who's actually ended up going through. Jumping over to Dini here. Feels like he's chasing somebody down with that DVL again. And is Boulder moving up that hill in front of Dini? Not quite sure yet. No. Although I think he's on the same section of the beach to the left of Dini here. So there's a chance they run into each other.
And there is some guy upstairs somewhere.
That always
It's
just
quite
makes me
nice
so nervous being across the road. You don't know exactly where they are. They have the advantage being higher than you.
He's probably
Oh, Boulder's looking at somebody. Do you see that? He saw somebody on the ridge.
I just hope that he did not spot me. Oh.
He saw somebody on the ridge there. Oh no!
Oh.
He's not going to get the chance. Dini!
But that guy.
Oh, he did the man so dirty there.
Ďalší drop. Neviem checknúť ten prvý, ale...
And Dini, I'm getting it in chat from one of our battle mods that Dini had eyes on Hayes just now. Thank you, Damien, for the update. So Dini might know that Hayes is on that hill. We have another fight here. Goes up behind Hayes, it looks like.
Looks like we have a
Hayes
fight
goes
for
down.
third with Cloud and DM. Oh.
And this is something we're seeing so much in this competition, Rain. When these airdrops come in, people start moving hyper aggressively because the audio covers this sound of the movement. Hayes going down. Whew.
Cloud picking up points off rogues. It's not bad. I mean, if you can get a good chunk of them, that's up to 16 points.
Indeed. Depending on where you are in the competition, picking up those rogue kills could mean qualifying or not. That being said, for me, it's a very risky strategy. We've seen some of our competitors really regret pushing the rogues.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Meanwhile, Ghost is having a little celebratory drink. I can appreciate that.
Cheers. Cheers, cheers.
Kampara ten drop, ja som sa nepozeral.
Can't do. Yep. Can't do the C-clan. You know, okay.
See with the M1A.
Yeah, we've certainly seen these
And I'm
three-way
right on
weapons.
top of that drop.
Oh, this makes me nervous, Rain. These drops are so scary. Run, Venom, run.
Ugh. At least he was able to get on it quickly, get what you can, and run away.
Securing those OFZ shells as well in his secure container. Good move from him. Not knowing the map enough to know that that is a locked door ×2, making a hell of a lot of noise there. Is that going to cost him? I think C heard that. Oh! Oh no, Venom goes down.
With that being said, there's still a fight going on. I want to let you guys know that second and third both are out of this net right now, and they are still battling it out. So that opens it up for second and third. Ghost still in. See how this unfolds. Back to you, casters.
And now fourth has went down, Bunny. C just killed 7. Fourth goes down from 8. Second, third, fourth, all down. Fifth is the next one alive. That is insane. What just happened here, Rain?
He came to play today.
One of the things we've talked about here in Evasion for multiple tournaments, because as you watch these and host these, you'll see the same trends sometimes happen, is Venom had the drop on C during that fight, got the first shot off, but he was crouched on that corner. And so if you are the one getting shot at, you're going to just turn and spray, and you're usually going to spray at sort of chest height. That's exactly where Venom's head was, and he caught that round right in the face. I honestly think it's worth standing up in those instances.
Yeah, it's really
GG's, that
interesting
was
to
a
see
hell
it.
of a fight.
You're right, though. It's just every time when you see somebody crouched, it just goes right to their forehead.
In those close battles, I think it's worth standing. So, watching D3 and Goes here, both just looking at these big, scary open areas. D3 is our 5th place contestant. He is very much
Oh,
in
he
the
sees
play here
him.
to qualify. Oh, he got him!
Wow.
He got him. I thought Dini was gonna make it back into cover. Good shooting from Goes there. A little bit of a panic spray, but you know what? They all count. Fantastic stuff.
SR for the win.
Things like this, Rain, make me real nervous about Lighthouse. These just long-range pings, it cause me all sorts of heart palpitations.
There's so many spots and just so many angles that you can look at almost the entire map from. It's crazy. And I mean, obviously for the competition, you can't bring in a flare, but that's all I want to do here.
Too much of a card to bring a flare. I'll tell you what, we'll run some raids, you bring the flare, I'll just bring a Valde or something.
All right, we've got it.
If you don't have heart palpitations before Tarkov, you will afterwards. Instanty, meanwhile, looking like his strategy here is to farm the rogues. We've seen him do this numerous times. Oh! Purple here. He's in a weird spot to be doing this. Mostly you sort of run a very set route to kill these rogues. He's sort of in between a rock and a hard place here a little bit.
Yeah, if he has any roof rogues, he's just in such a disposition here because they can see him from both angles. They know how to lock onto you quickly, and they don't stop until you draw.
Yeah, they don't. Oh, that's a dangerous left-hand peek. He is not looking so hot. Stop re-peeking. You're hurting my soul. Instantly, stop doing it to me, bro. Heal, please.
Especially those brown roads in the back, they just come and they all push you.
Oh my god, I couldn't hear him.
He got pushed just like you said, Rin.
GG, man. Schade. Sneaky, yeah, you were...
So
yes,
sneaky.
it was sneaky. A GG for that rogue. F in chats for Instantly. That could be huge because he was in 4th place. We will confirm the scores and see if that was enough to get him into 3rd to overtake his Evasion teammate Hayes, who's currently in 3rd. Ooh, big Fs in chat.
I don't know if I'd push this now. It's so open.
Right, my paranoia after killing someone out here doing the exact thing you're about to do, I wouldn't be moving in here either.
Not after
That
such a
being
great run.
said, yeah, but there's a lot of OFZ shells kicking around. A lot of points you could stick in your booty here.
To dawaj pędzie. Remove pain na 500 sekund. Później susać.
Moving down the beach in D3. Interesting to watch D3 MTV tonight. A lot of his positioning is exceptionally intelligent. He moves always from concealment or cover to cover. You never really see him out on the open here, and he's in a very interesting spot that allows him to watch the hills, allows him to watch the road, the construction zone, the bridge. If he hears shots in the village behind him, he can get there very quickly as well. It's a very nice spot.
Even though we saw him go down, we saw Incendy with 21 AI kills so far. Or he has. When you add them all up, that racks up some pretty good points, so we'll see.
Indeed, that could be the difference. That could certainly be the difference in qualifying for Sunday's final or not. Keep you guys updated on the score as we go here, as we get them in and things update. We do have the scoreboard on the bottom of your screen, or you can go to escapeFromTarkov.com/evasion.
They're both looking at this one.
Oh.
That's such a hard thing to recover from. They just see your head pop up right from behind the package.
Oh, D3 did really well. The one time he broke cover here, he does take a big hit, but he's somehow still alive. C pushing hard here. He got him. He gets that kill. Oh, I wasn't sure he... When you mess it up like that, I get really nervous I'm gonna lose. And that right there is why I think the Voodoo is better than the Razor Vortex. The Razor just seems to have a little bit more zoom. In those mid-range fights, that can cost you.
Konkrét az olyan cuccokat el tudod rakni az meg a seggedbe, amiket ki kéne, hogy vigyen a másikba. Ez mekkora amúgy? Adjál faszomba.
I mean, I'd love to see it. Going into this raid was in first place, I believe. Still sitting fairly comfortably there. C, though, has it all to play for. He's still not in the top 3, so he's going for a huge raid here if he can.
If he makes it out, those points, that he's got some points racked for sure. That little murder party he had. Are they able to take path to shoreline, or is everyone going southern? Like, is path to shoreline up?
I haven't seen anybody check their extracts yet. Certainly could be up for some of them. I think Goes is calling it. He is comfortable. He just wants to extract here clean, it looks like, as he moves towards extract. Smart play from him is just to get out. I think he's fairly unassailable at this point. If he does that, he's bound to know that.
Ez így jár a izé, a karakter. Hol lett a Skull?
It was extracted.
Az a baj, nem tudom, hogy hova esett a többi.
Yeah, he's just calling it quits on that one, racking up the points.
Hova tűnt ez a Skull?
Saying I've done enough here. C, though, looking up, trying to find another airdrop, get some more shells, get some more points. Well, how far will he run for this? We've already seen one MIA today on this map. Oh, here we go. Buckle up, chat.
Szóval fog kb. Esni. Fel a sziklákhoz.
Confirming. I think he is our last competitor still in the rear.
Írjátok le.
He's able to pick up as much points as he can before he gets out. That's what I would do. I mean, he obviously doesn't know he's the last one, but definitely hit that care package.
Indeed, he doesn't know he's the last one, but he does know he needs a lot of points to be in with any chance of qualifying for Sunday's final. With drops, by the way. He's gonna milk this timer, and it makes me nervous.
As long as he doesn't get an MIA.
Well, this could be your first caster curse, everybody. I was here for it.
Oh my goodness.
Mennyire van a harmadik?
I'm surprised we didn't see more players sit up here. This is such a good angle up here on top of these rocks. You can see pretty much all the way to the roads to down the end of the road. I don't know.
There's an old adage from a game I used to play many years ago, which is if you can see them, they can see you. And I think that's the thing with this hill. It's fairly open and obvious, and if you can see anybody from it, you're pretty exposed to those areas as well. I get nervous going on these big hills like Pride Rock, places like that. Makes me a little squeamish.
Ez fent futat vagy lent?
Still got time to try and locate that drop. Very nervous about this corner here. Thinks there might be someone behind that wall. We've seen that before.
Oh.
There was.
There's Scav back there?
I think so. He's not quite sure he's killed it. He's gonna throw a nade. He might be worried it's a player. It's a scav. There you go. Oh, this is scary. Yeah, an expensive scav.
Viccelsz amúgy. Én azt hittem, hogy izé.
I don't think I've ever seen a scav there before. I've seen players back there.
You're right, Naughty. It was sneaky. The rogue came back.
Hova esett ez a kibaszott airdrop amúgy?
Still desperately looking around for this airdrop. I haven't seen a hint of it anywhere yet. I think it's probably further back towards the landslide over here. I didn't actually catch what his extracts were just then. Did you happen to catch them?
No, I didn't see them. I hope he's making his way back towards it. I don't remember.
Me too.
Those laser beam scabs.
Ooh. Not like this.
Helikopter? Hol van a helikopter? Southern Roadhoz kiérek innen?
Couple of our competitors in chat right now. I see Venom. I see Hayes. GG's, guys. Well done tonight. Let's get some love for them in the chat while we watch C. Getting nervous about this timer.
Yeah, I don't like. I I understand wanting to get as many points as you can, but also making sure that you secure the ones you do have.
Yeah, this could mean nothing. This could mean 0 points if he's not careful here.
Nincs erre lófassa.
So, Depot, you like doing your lighthouse tasks? How many have you done?
No, I don't. I'm
So then
a
we do
USEC.
have to go to lighthouse.
We're gonna have to. I'm a USEC, so I went in here a lot trying to find bears. I think I only killed 4 of the 20 I need, so I just give up and I've got Kappa. It's like, we'll wait for the expansion. Bears are cowards, they won't come to play, so, you know, it's not my fault.
Yeah, it has been pretty hard.
Yeah, real quick, I just want to remind everybody at home, you can make sure, if you need to, check out one of our partnered streams. You can go over to Utopia Gaming. They will be streaming tomorrow also in Italian. And then SQ_Bunny_YT will be streaming in Polish. Both of those will be happening yet again tomorrow. So if you would like to listen in either one of those languages, check out those streams. Back to you, casters.
I was actually told by somebody that the EU servers had more bear players.
I mean, that would make sense, geographically speaking. But if you're bear, you're doing it wrong, is my opinion. They do get some pretty nice gear, though. They do get, I think, a better starting position because the AKs are more reliable than the M4s at the start of the wipe. Plus, they have some pretty nice clothing options, let's say. But I'm all in on Team USEC. This definitely won't upset chat by me talking about this at all, by the way. Not at all.
Yeah.
Finally, thinking of getting out. GG's to C. He milked that pretty hard, didn't find the drop. But GG's to him. Let's see if that was enough to qualify for Sunday's final. Big feat.
Yeah, that's 14 kill, 3
Wow.
PMC.
Now, C picking up a lot of points in that last raid, but will it be enough? We will find out in just a moment. Ah, Jeepo, what did you think? How did that play out for you? How do you feel?
Yeah, that was a good lighthouse raid. It's exactly what we thought it was going to be. Lots of movement once the drops are in the air and the audio's covering that. Huge amount of kills straight off the bat. Really nice to see a little bit of DVL action in there too. Some very nerve-wracking moments with people going for stash or for airdrops, knowing that other competitors can see them. Long-range kills, people dying to rogues. Stop trying to kill the rogues, competitors, please. A little bit of everything in there. Just what we expected, buddy.
And Rain, how did you enjoy your first cast with us here at Evasion?
Oh, it's so much fun. It's so cool to be able to talk about the way people are playing and what they're doing, what their plans might be, and also seeing it from 2 different angles on private servers. You know, everyone that's in that lobby can play. So it's really cool to see just them work on their skill, well, not work on their skills, just use their skills and play out the raids. It's really cool.
Awesome. Well, without further ado, let's take a look and see exactly where all of our competitors landed. And it's gonna go to no one's surprise to Ghost TTV with 100 points. Absolutely slayed out the day, having 25 kills, with Venom EU coming in second with 75 points, and Hayes securing the third with 67 to compete on Sunday. Now, I do want to point out something. Goes had 25 kill points. Instaty, who is in fourth, also had 25 kill points. Both of them slayed out and killed so many scavs and so many players. I mean, that was just players was 20. So getting that many points just from that, the biggest difference came down to Goes collected 9 dog tags, Instaty collected 0. And that is where that point differential came. If Insta-T would have secured a couple of dog tags, would have been probably in the top 3. But the man is playing with COVID and still competed at such a high level. I would not want to be on his servers and get absolutely slayed out by him. Great job to all of our competitors. I mean, regardless, wherever anybody landed here, you got to understand this is Tarkov. You are playing against the best of the best, and some days it's just not your days, and timing is everything in Tarkov. So much love to all of our competitors. Go show them awesome love. They all earned their way here, and they slay out. But with that announcement, we now know our first 6 competitors moving on to Sunday's championship round, where they will be vying for that $1,500. That's going to do it for us. Rain, as the new person, go ahead and tell us where we can find you each and every day.
Hey, you guys can find me every day pretty much on Twitch in the evenings, 8 p.m. PST, Twitch, Rain Cloud Puffs.
Perfect. Twitter, anything like that?
Oh yeah, all the same across all socials.
Perfect. Guys, go check out Rain. Hang out over there. We appreciate you being a part of the Evasion family.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yeah, of course. Jeepo, what about you, buddy? Where can we find you?
Yeah, Jeepo TV on Twitch, on YouTube, on Twitter. I'm there. You'll find me streaming UK times about 6 p.m. GMT. I'm a UK-based streamer. Hashtag Team USAC for life. And yeah, it'd be nice to have you guys come on by. We like to do teamwork style gameplay, so usually playing with someone somewhere.
That is correct. Well, chat, with that being said, I want to once again take a moment and thank our sponsors, Battlestate Games, for supporting us in all of this and donating the prize money, and also Stints Build if you need a PC for any of your entertainment, gaming purposes, or anything in between. Check out Stints Build. They can get you the computer that you need. Link in the chat, or you can hit the little panel below. But with that, it is going to come to an end. We are going to be rating Goes and interviewing Goes on Go's channel, so don't go anywhere. As always, I am your host, Unfluffy Bunny, right here. Don't forget, tomorrow, exact same time, exact same place, entire new rounds. Tarkov Reporter will be filling in for me and hosting for you tomorrow, so you will have an entire new host and an entire new set of casters for tomorrow. But we are going to go raid Goes right now. Find me at twitch.tv/unfluffybunny Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until, can't wait to see you next time. Everybody, have a great one. Much love.